9:05 anyway.
We live right now. Here we go. Yo, what's up, y'all? Here we are. It's the clock watch. It's 9 o'clock. You know how it gets down. We want you to hit that YouTube button, hit the like, comment, subscribe, share. Go onto your feed right now. Share it to all your friends. You know who I am. My name is TJ Spitter, Mr. Spitter for short. We're here to get loose tonight. I'm going to pass it off to Black Earth. You're on the clock.
Yo, what it do? What it do? We got TJ Spitter running the show tonight. Look at that. He look all acclimated and shit. I'm Black Earth with 211.7, and I'm gonna pass this on to Chrissy. You're on the clock.
Hey, sorry about that background noise, but I am here live from Las Vegas Airport. I had to be here with you guys, so I'm taking the time to be here. Listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and then tell your friends to tell their friends. So the guys got a good thing today. I have to go on mute most of the time, so they're going to shut me up for half the night. But we'll see how that rolls.
It's going to be a lot of muting.
Sending it off to King Clips.
Yo, what's up? What's going on, everybody? It's King Clips, family man, doing a family damn thing. I want to give a shout out to the group right now. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely check out our videos as we go live. This is a podcast first, and you heard it here at Clockwise. And now, Lady E, you are on the clock, girl.
What's up, everyone? Thank you guys for joining us. I am Lady E, and I am coming at you live from Tampa, Florida. I am excited to be here tonight, and I'm excited to see all you guys' comments and, you know, posts and all that stuff. Thank you for being active in the group. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you guys have me dying every day in the group. Like, seriously, you guys crack me up every day. Thanks for getting my sense of humor. I know it's kind of weird and out there and sick sometimes, but I really appreciate y'all like going along with me on that. So y'all make my day. So thank you.
All right, here we go. Without further ado, we're going to just get right into the first topic this evening.
What we got, man?
1 second, please. 1 second. Right now, the first topic is dreams and nightmares, horror movies and fantasy movies. I want y'all to list 3 of y'all favorites of each and why. We're going to start off with King Clips. Baby, you on the clock, bro.
Word, all right. That's how we doing it. Check. I'm going to get right into horror movies then. Something I don't get to watch as much because my wife, somebody got the wild feedback. I think we good though. I don't get to watch as many horror movies as I used to, but whenever there's a good one I hear about, I definitely tune in. But check this out. High Tension is my all-time favorite. It's a French movie. It's dubbed over in English. If you ever get a chance to watch that, definitely do the first. And it's like class of crazy. Definitely check out High Tension. I like horror movies based on, can the actor or actress sell me on fear? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I got this wild background going on either, but I'll get into that in a second. Anyway, can they sell me on fear? How afraid does that actress or actor look on screen that's gonna have me like, oh shit, I'm in the moment, you know? So High Tension does that for me. The right amount of gore, and I don't want to ruin it because I want y'all to see it. It's like something happens at the end where everything just comes to a halt and you figure out the situation. And it's just, it was a sigh of relief, but a shriek of like just, the actress was so crazy. Like, oh my God, the actress was ridiculous. Like, I love the movie she did it. Get into my number 2. My number 2 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the OG version from the 70s. Let me tell you, I I think I can go in on this one because everybody, I feel like it's 2020. This movie came out in the 70s. Down to his subtle things, like these kids, right? They run up in this house, and I think their car broke down or something. They were looking for help, and the door is wide open. So the girl goes in there. She's looking for help. One guy goes in there. Leatherface comes out of a door behind him, bangs him on the head with a fucking hammer, and drags him down to the basement. Nobody knows where this kid is, you know? He's getting his life killed, tortured away, ripped apart, open. He ends up making his way through the whole crew except for the final girl. At the end, she's running through the house. She's so scared that she jumps through the fucking window of the second floor. Like, that's it. That's some shit I would do if I'm getting love. I was like, yo. I ain't got the gat, and I'm running around with like, I know I can't beat this motherfucker. I'm jumping off the window, God, I'm out of here. No, but that was fair, man. That to me was just like ridiculously crazy. And forgot what I had for my number 3, but off top, I'm going to probably say Candyman. Off top, Candyman was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And at that, I'm going to go to Chrissy. Dreams and nightmares. Bro.
All right. Again, so listen. I cannot do horror movies. I am such a pussy. Okay? Listen, The Exorcist did that shit for me. Done and over with. Like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. So The Exorcist is one of them that I can't do it. Any of those Annabelles or Emily Rose or any of those kind of exorcism things, I can't do it. But I will tell you, I went to go see It and It Too, thinking that it was going to be horror. I laughed my ass off. I laughed through the entire, both of them. So I don't have a 1, 2, or 3 for you. I have a 1, The Exorcist, and maybe Carrie. Carrie was another good one. You know, the old school horror movies. These horror movies nowadays aren't like they used to be. They're not, you know, so that's pretty much it for me. But I'm a big baby. I still have nightmares. I will turn my light on and sleep with my light on and something by my bed. I'm not playing. I don't care. Laugh at me all you want, but it is what it is.
Hey,
so I'm gonna go ahead and send it. That's all right. I'll be a sucker. I'm gonna send it over to DJ and mute my ass.
Yeah, you talking all this hot shit for Kane watch Candyman.
Yo, all that hot shit. She at home with the nightlight. Like,
hey, yo. You know where Chrissy lived though, too though. That's
Yo,
horror movie territory.
Let me tell you,
Mr. Knight.
Yo, every time I don't know if you know that I frosted my back window. I never had it frosted before because I was afraid that when I would come down to the kitchen, I would see Leatherface with the chainsaw at my back door. Yo, for real, no joke, no lies. Leatherface with the chainsaw back there. I swear, I would see him. You know where I live. It was either that or a bear.
Charles, I'm not trying to put it out there like that, but come Halloween.
No, get the fuck out of here. Somebody's getting shot.
Hey, yo, my brother's 6'5" too, so that ain't nothing. I'm saying,
Listen. No, none of that. But go ahead, TJ. What's yours?
Go ahead.
How you gonna go? There's another lady in the room. You don't watch movies?
What?
I was kind of going with the flow of things, but it's all right.
No, I was gonna ask her because she looked real like quiet over there. I want to know. Do you watch horror movies?
Yeah, I do. I mean, so it's not, horror movies are not my favorite just because a lot of them look really fake and stupid. There are a few of them that got me. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was definitely my number 1, but since you said that already, I'm gonna change it to Hostel. That one.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. That one.
Could I ask a question though? What was the craziest part on Texas Chainsaw Massacre where you were just sold? Like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Like when I was like jumping out of my chair, like tight, like
Yeah, I need that.
It was
Yeah.
it was when all of us, like, they were trying to save their friend in the basement, and they were like trying to get away from him, and he's like looking for them everywhere, trying, like, almost catching them like several times. I was like, no, oh god.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
like
yo,
yelling at
and
the
he used to make
TV.
those crazy noises too back in the day, those little nuances that you don't
Yeah.
have now. Even in the remakes, like, all right, even with Halloween, he used to make that, like, Michael Myers, right? We'll get back to Leatherface, but Michael Myers used to do this shit. He's looking for you, right, in Halloween 1 and 2. And he'd be like, and make these crazy ass noises. He'd be like, what the fuck? And fucking
Yeah.
Leatherface used to do the same shit. He'd be like, make this high pitch, like when he's going after niggas. And I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, this nigga's a creep. Yo, he's a creep. You know what I mean? But go ahead, E. My bad, go ahead.
No, it's all good. So the other one is the Saw movies. I really, really like those Saw movies because it, like, there was kind of, you had to think about stuff. You had to, like, it was crazy, like, how he would test people and, like, what are you gonna do to survive and live,
All right.
So I love those movies. And then my last one was the Blair Witch Project.
Which one?
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
no one
that's
watched
on
you, bro. What do you mean, which one?
1 and 2.
Well,
1 and 2.
I think
But 3. They got 3. They got the
there's
third
3
one
now?
too. Yeah.
So I like scary movies where it could really happen in real life, like those kind of movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the, like, the ghost movies or whatever it is.
They're
bullshit.
entertaining around Halloween, though. Like, I'm not gonna say they're the shit, but they're not like the ones we named. But at the same time,
I want to see something
They have a purpose.
something realistic, that could really happen in real life. So those are my 3.
She wants to be scared in real life, Charles. You feel me, Mr. Clips?
We
all you
can
gotta
make that
do is
happen.
go outside.
All right, I got
It's
some goons in
2020.
Tampa.
No, that will prepare me in real life in case someone comes at me. I know what to do. Like, I see how they act, so I'm gonna be like better than that.
Facts. Don't fall when you getting chased, right?
No, never. I mean, I'm white and all. I could, so who knows? But
Yeah, they getting you out of here early in the movie.
You know what?
why
I don't
do
think any of
all
those.
the white girls fall in the first movies. I'm like, damn, you, or go up the stairs. Why are you gonna run up the stairs? Where are you going? Like,
Yeah, word. That shit is crazy. And don't go in the woods. Like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
You know what I'm saying?
What
Like, come on.
what you running in the
Stay on
woods
street.
for?
and looking
real?
back, like, let me run and look back at the same time so I can fall and trip.
I'm not gonna trip and I'm not gonna die in the scene.
Why wouldn't you just run full speed straight?
You're right. Like wherever it is you're running to.
Right?
Yeah, we didn't get into fantasy movies, but I guess we'll go back around the
No,
clock.
we go back around for that.
Yeah, I still got my horror movies to get into.
I got mine too. So I'm gonna lead it off. Then I'm gonna go to you. And then let me say mine first. One of my favorite ones, and I don't know if anyone's seen this, is Darkness Falls. It's a 2003. It's not the one that's currently on Netflix. That one's I guess I don't even know if that's a part 2 of it or not. I'm not even sure. But Darkness Fall is one of my favorites. It's about a tooth fairy, and they made the tooth fairy into a horror film. Yo, you gotta check it out. It's a classic. At least for me, I thought it was really good. One that I'm not gonna say this is my number 1, but that's on my list of 3. Right outside of my list of 3, I do want to say this. I forgot. I didn't think about it right now, but Silver Bullet was one of my one of the classic ones for me. That's like the ultimate like werewolf and a kid in like a wheelchair that
You needed the silver bullet, baby.
Silver, if you ain't seen Silver Bullet, that's a classic. That's an OG classic. Also, Mothman Prophecies. If you haven't seen Mothman Prophecies, I think it's like Richard Gere. I was like one of his only horror films he did. That you gotta see it. That should have you, That's just the tingling in your spine. You just All right, so those are 2 of the ones. Now I had a toss up. because I'm a Shining fan. I like Shining.
Okay.
I watched it with my kids, but what was budging that out for me was actually Get Out.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
That was a good movie.
But
so
I don't
that
find
was
those
the-
as horror movies. I look at those more like thrillers.
Yeah, like Get Out was.
Right?
I don't know if that
No,
was
no,
like.
Get
more
Out
like
is
kind of-
definitely a
I
horror
didn't
movie.
find it. It was a thriller to me. It was nothing scary about it.
Well,
it was twisted,
Yo.
but I wasn't scared by it.
be a black man. That'd be scary. That's being when you a black man. You
They
you
weren't taking just black men. They were taking
Yeah, the
black
black
women
lady
too.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
the black lady too.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Is that you've been hypnotized? Is that whole storyline is a interracial couple. John, listen. There's a message in there. They were pointing on that message.
Hey, we
Yeah.
got some
Uh-huh.
we got some comments real quick.
Go ahead.
Not to cut anybody off, but Emmy, my big brother Emmy, just messaged me. He said, "What about the movie The Fog from way back in the day? I believe that's either the early '80s or late '70s. Creepy as hell." One of my brothers, Alan, said, "Hey, Lady E, hey."
Hey.
Facebook
What's
user,
that?
go to StreamYard, accept the terms so we can know who you are. The Saw movies had you on some minding your fucking disturbing death scenes, mind-fuckingly disturbing death scenes. That's a lot for a damn sentence. Holy shit.
Listen. Also, the link is right above the chat. If you look above it, it says accept StreamYard. You click on that, and it will accept the terms for you right there.
Facts. Facts.
My mind is very disturbing, so that's why I like the Saw movies. Just saying.
Them shits is crazy. I love them too. They are creepy as hell. My man had to saw off his own leg.
Yeah.
Man,
Would
listen.
You're gonna do that?
Could you do that?
No, I couldn't do it. I
I'll be there
couldn't do it.
I could
I'll be
if I
there.
was gonna
I'll be
live. Hell yeah, I would.
What?
I'm
You
calling
would
you
not.
bluff on that.
Hold
I
up.
don't believe you.
Can you bite yourself until you get blood right now?
Yep, sure
Scott,
can.
we're not going to do that on this podcast. That's going to lead to 100 fucking more friend requests. Everybody going to jump in their inbox. It's going to be something different.
I actually love the taste of blood. I don't know about y'all, but it kind of.
Here we go. Here we go. It didn't take long. We didn't even get to the fantasy movies yet.
Weirdo.
She's telling you her fantasy movie right now.
Jesus. Count Chocula and shit to the rescue, Black. Go ahead.
Hold up, I'm vampire in Brooklyn.
That ain't no fucking horror movie, y'all. What the fuck?
Oh,
No,
Comedy.
that was a reference to her. That's a fantasy for her.
yo. Check this out. Let me give you all my horror movies real quick. Because that's all I really like movies wise, unless I'm watching some movies with the wife or like I'm into some action or something. It's all horror movies. The one that affected me most, and y'all gonna laugh, is the first Child's Play.
Charles
And
Lee
I'm going to tell you why it affected me, because my mom and my adopted mother thought it would be a great idea at 10 years old to go out for Christmas and buy me and my brother my Buddy dolls. Man, listen. Okay, so what we did was I figured out that if you spray deodorant and light a lighter, it makes a little ball of fire. So what we was trying to do is get them fucking My Buddy dolls out of here before they became lifelike and killed us. So yeah, that's the one that's near and dear to me. But I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. You gotta watch them together. Don't watch them by themselves. Yeah, my brother.
that just dropped too.
Yeah,
Like
he
a
had
year ago.
the trilogy. It was not that good though.
Was
it was
it?
not that good.
Alright.
Nah, it was. It was. I'm not even. Rob don't get that play over here. He ain't giving us no sponsorships. You feel me?
Gotcha.
See, my brother just commented right now. And my brother's such a piece of shit for this. He commented, my buddy, and then he said that while you guys were sleeping, we used to move them on you. My two older brothers were terrors, yo. I promise you. I swear to God, they were terrors.
Damn.
Oh yeah, the new Rob Zombie movie is 3 from Hell. It had Machete in it. I mean, if you're a Rob Zombie fan, I liked it, but it's not everybody's
really.
cup of tea.
Not really.
Yeah. And my last one is the whole Halloween series, not the remakes, but the originals, because Michael Myers. Yeah, it's something about Michael Myers tilting his head sideways, real silent like before he lights your ass up. Ding, ding. So I brought props tonight, kids. Bing, bing, bing. Just saying.
Yo, we gonna need you for the Halloween special. I know that.
Oh, I cannot wait, bro. I can't wait.
Yeah,
We are here now.
get into
Check
that
this
one.
out. We're gonna go back around the horn now though, and spin it off with some fantasy movies. Clips, you are on the clock. Go ahead, bro.
Well, fantasy for all right. Number one, I gotta go with Excalibur. Excalibur is an old '80s movie. It's very no one's ever heard of it. It's a realistic because you can never tell the story of King Arthur, Merlin, and Excalibur and say, hey, that's real, right? Because there's a whole magician involved and all sorts of wild shit. But they didn't delve into that aspect of it really. It was just about a King Arthur. They showed like it was brutal. There was blood everywhere. It was like that kind of take on Knights of the Round Table, how he came up, how his father Uther transformed into another dude and boned somebody's wife. Like, yeah, shit was crazy. Like Excalibur was fire for me, man. And then you know how Guinevere cheated on King Arthur and everything went to hell, and he had to his people went out and found the Holy Grail or whatever. And by that time, when he had came back, went through hell and back, all of his soldiers was getting killed left and right. And by the time he came back, he had to get the strength to bear arms against his own son. You know what I'm saying? So it was a fire movie. Number two for me will have to be the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That was like the first time we got to really see thousands of people in the armies just going to war, waging war against each other. I think that was fire. The dragons and all of that. I'm into that type of shit, man. I'm into that old school, like I guess elves, orcs, and all of that shit. I read books. I was a big Game of Thrones fans until that last season fucked us over. But you know, such is life. Next movie, I would have to say Superman, Man of Steel. And I'm gonna say that one in particular because it kind of set off how superhero movies are supposed to look with modern day technology. Like when you're seeing the buildings getting blown up, special effects honestly hasn't been replicated since that movie. Like if you watch a shit like Avengers Endgame and even Justice League, which came almost 10 years after fucking Superman Man of Steel, nothing stands up to that shit. Nothing. Like even the fight scene versus Fedora was like one of the fucking most wicked shits ever. That's how like if they made a real Dragon Ball Z movie, that's how that shit would go down. You know what I'm saying? And that when I saw that for the first time in my head on Father's Day, that I took my daughter and we went and saw that. That shit was crazy for me. And honestly, nothing stands up to that to this day. So that being said, I'm gonna move it to Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy, real fast before you go in, let me just read these comments real quick.
Okay.
I want to continue to ask everybody, go ahead, comment, and we're going to get y'all involved tonight. Jimmy said that he loved Excalibur. Skirbo said that his favorite fantasy movie was Avatar. There was another, Skirbo also said Sleepaway Camp. I forgot about that one. Let's see, One Ring to Rule Them All, and 3 movies about people walking into a volcano. That's from my brother Alan. Chrissy, you are on the clock. Go ahead.
Perfect timing. No announcements over the overhead. So let me make this really quick for you guys. You're going to see a theme here with my fantasy movies. Tell me if you can guess what it is. So, Interview with a Vampire.
1774.
Interview with a
Fire, Chrissy. Fire.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
Fire. That made me read the whole Vampire Chronicles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That movie
So-
right there by Anne Rice.
The other one is actually a series, True Blood.
Oh, okay.
True Blood. So, you know, so I'm talking to you, Erica. I'm talking to you, Lady E. You love the taste of blood. And, you know, I am a big Marvel head. Like, I love, so I can't even choose from any one of them. Endgames kind of disappointed me a little bit. So, you know, it was like, but seeing like Ant-Man, and all of them, like, kind of, you see when you saw the ending and how it all came together with End of Games, how each little piece came together. I love that part. I love the way that they did that. But definitely, I love all the Avengers. You know, Wakanda forever, like all the, you know, Black Panther, our black superheroes. You know what I'm saying? The Hawk, all of that. You know, so definitely any of the Marvel comics. Some of the DC I like too. Luke Cage, you know, Jessica Jones, all
Those
that
are
other
TV
stuff.
shows, though. Those are TV
Yeah,
shows.
but I'm not a. But you know, listen. Everybody does Netflix now. Who actually goes to the
Yeah.
movies anymore?
Right, fact.
You know, Netflix makes these movies now, and you know, and they make these series, and we stay home and we watch them, and nobody goes out to the movie theater. But definitely, number one, Interview with a Vampire.
Yo, that's a fire pick right there.
Yeah, it is. It's a real dope pick.
Fucks with
All
that
right.
movie long way. Hell yeah.
So
That shit
I'm
was
gonna go
crazy.
back to mute just in case they start with these announcements again. I don't want to annoy anybody who's watching, but
Word.
definitely chime in. Come on, give us some feedback. Let us know, what are we missing? Are there some gems out there that none of us watched yet? Like, let me
Right.
know. Let me know what I need to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Black Earth, it seems that you are on the clock, big fella. Let's go.
All right, let's do here. I created me a little list. Let's see here.
He's prepared.
I know. Check him out.
Let me tell you, like I'm not into a big fantasy dude, but if I was watching, I had to pick. It's kind of tough for me. One of them was going to be Blank Man. Blank,
Oh my
Blank Man,
god.
J5. J5. Hold on, that was a classic. I could.
I feel like he's trolling. I feel like he's trolling right there.
Hold on. That was either that or Meteor Man. Meteor Man. Those are fantasy movies for me, bro. Robert Townsend, man, that was classic, B.
Yo, somebody get you. Yo, you about 2 minutes away from getting muted, big fella. But go ahead. I digress.
All right, and I also had E.T.
Oh, I love that.
That was one of my first. That was my first love, E.T.
Was that fantasy or was that sci-fi?
That's a little bit of both. An alien come in your house and you're being with your child and you riding on bikes and you floating through the air. B, that's fantasy.
Over the moonlight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no kids really be riding on bikes anymore, so it sounds like a fantasy.
Oh no, TJ. I think you are dead wrong on that. Have you tried to buy a bike in a pandemic yet?
No, in a pandemic. In a pandemic.
In a pandemic.
Yeah, all of them
Before
are
then,
gone.
you could give
All
away a
of them
bike.
are gone. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. All of the
Yeah,
bikes.
all the bikes.
All of them.
Hold on. Shout out to Matt. Thank you. Shout out to Matthew Scribo.
Skirbo.
Yeah, you're
We
right.
see you.
Man, what's the shit?
Oh yeah, that's why you shouting Skirbo out, because you got somebody to agree with you. Cut this shit.
And outside of my picks right there is Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter too. I like the series.
Okay.
When the nigga want to be magical and shit.
E.T. is sci-fi though, they said. We got a movie guru in the comments.
All right, well,
I know that's facts.
So no, I still think it's fantasy because it's E.T. Hey, come on, all right, we each have our. We'll replace that with Harry Potter if y'all like my E.T. pick.
Stephanie Purcell just commented, dreams may come.
What dreams may come?
I'm sorry.
His favorite fantasy.
Oh, go ahead. Y'all got this. Go ahead. Everybody, here, this is what y'all do. Y'all each take 2 words and read the comment. We'll get it off like that.
Hold on.
Y'all fuck shit early.
I sorry to apologize. I hate to interrupt you, bro, but she's actually absolutely correct because that movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. What Dreams May Come. I think it's Cuba. Is that correct? That is a dope ass movie. Like that is and that's like it's almost like in the middle of Afterlife. It was not really Afterlife. It's in between the here and now, and that's a great fucking movie.
Wasn't Robin Williams in it?
Oh,
or was it not that one?
Oh, well, that
Stephanie,
may be
let us know which one was that. The one with.
I may be all off.
You talking about Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner?
No, I definitely talking about that shit. I watched Bull Durham before I watched that shit.
Hey, you ain't the only troll on the panel, bro.
Yeah.
We got a whole panel full of them. But you on the clock, Black. Is that it for your fantasy movies?
Yeah, it's Robin Williams. She was right.
Yeah, I was right.
wrong. Yeah.
Okay, Robin Williams.
They all look alike.
Wait a second. We're not gonna stand there and do that. No, we don't all look
Wait a
alike.
minute.
Thank you.
Cuba Gooding Jr. does not look like Robin Williams. What's going on? He's so
Hold
good.
up. You were supposed to let that slide, but TJ want to bring
No.
light to it. Okay, Spitter. That's all I got.
Lady E, we need to hear your fantasy movies, and remember, your audience is watching.
50 Shades of Grey.
That's not fantasy.
Hey, that's
That is not fantasy.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's not
That's a whole fantasy movie.
This shit about to go left real quick. Go ahead.
So, I have children, young children. So, I watch a lot of cartoons. Well, first of all, I want to say that the Marvel superhero movies are my favorite. I can't just pick one because I love them all. And The Little Mermaid was my favorite Disney movie growing up. Love it. And the other one, I'll say the remake of Alice in Wonderland. I really like that one.
So LSD is your thing.
The one with
Yeah.
the one with Johnny Depp. The one with Johnny Depp, Lady E?
Yeah. That was such. And I
Like
just
Slow.
recently saw it for like the first time, even though it's been out for like many years. But I just saw it. I'm like, oh, I love this movie. I watched it twice.
Yo, that cooler. You gotta have one of them coolers when you watch that, Black.
So, shout out to Stephanie, right? Your Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it. Yes, thank you. I have someone right. I told you they all look alike. They was in the same movie. So
You
See,
is
yeah.
smoking crack.
Facebook user, whoever you are.
Lucky.
Yeah, Acid Dreams. Oh, Lucky, what up, Luck? You know the deal. Yeah. Lady E, do we have any more fantasy movies from you?
No, maybe Hook.
Takes
Have
One
you guys
Cup?
seen Hook? What?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What was
You
it?
know-
Not you, Black. Yo, hold on a second.
Oh,
Hold on.
God.
I just had to put him on timeout.
Mm.
He on timeout. Since you want to be on the clock watch, now you on timeout.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Lady.
He respecting your timeout too, yo. 'Cause he can just take himself right off.
I know he is. He knew he was on the 10. We need you on the 5.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lady E. What's your last one?
No, I was saying the Hook movie with Robin Williams in it. I really like that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch a lot of kids movies, so I need like more adult movies.
So the only thing that I have to say about The Little Mermaid is what, like, you know, if you're a feminist, I'm semi-feminist, not 100% feminist, but if you think about it, she didn't have her own voice, and it took her being with a man to find her voice. And that's a bunch of bullshit.
No, this is
That's not about right.
Listen, at first I thought about that, but the way I see it is she was fascinated with a different lifestyle of her own, right? And her to be a certain way and live a certain lifestyle, and she was like, no, I don't fit in like this. Like, I have a different calling. I want to do something else. And that's how I saw it. And yeah, she happened to fall in love with a guy or whatever, and she gave up her own voice for that. But she was also giving that up to live the lifestyle that she wanted. So she was willing to do whatever it took to get to where she wanted to be and live her dream.
Hold up.
Well, good for her,
So
because
you
I ain't
saying-
never losing
you
my
saying-
voice for a man.
You saying, yeah, exactly.
It
You
wasn't
saying,
for a
you saying
man,
she ain't
though.
doing it for no dick? She definitely did that for some dick.
No,
That's
she
a whole
didn't.
fact.
Yes, she
He
did.
was the prince.
No,
Yes, she did.
if you really look, if you look deep into it, it's more than just that. But y'all men can think that all you
No.
That's a movie. What are you talking
But I'm
about?
not a man.
Yo,
I will
Christy
break-
knows
I will
that,
break-
Like,
I will break the whole Disney shit down for you.
All the princess Disney movies are all about wanting to be with a man. Okay, that's
What
what.
about some dick?
The big Al Boski just said that all the Disney movies, all the Disney princess movies are the same. And Charles, you about one dick away, pause, from being muted.
Hey, yo, the mute, man, don't talk about it.
Also, realness. All the Disney movies are psychological warfare on our children, and creating it in the beginning, because what you're watching is not what you think you're watching. How many times did you go see Shrek with your children? Like, the jokes are catered to us, not to our children. Like when Pinocchio's wearing, not Pinocchio, when the gingerbread man's wearing panties, thongs. Come on, like there's a lot of things in there that you say, like, you know, that are for us. And our children are not getting them, but they're already implanting these seeds in their head. Disney has the best horror movies are Disney, because they kill off a family member at the beginning of every fucking Disney classic. That's destroys your self-esteem. Then you're in there crying and shit up in them Disney movies because you lost a parent or the father. Like, what's that shit that wasn't somewhere out there? Bible? Come on now. That's some immigrant came to the country, lost his fucking family. What? That's some fucking horrible shit. Like, Disney is like, whoever's making these movies, well, they're making the movies, are some horrible fucking people. I don't like, really. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
real fast.
I'm glad that nobody got killed in the beginning, right?
I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that at all.
Oh, a lot of he was a ragamuffin. He
was a thief. Yep.
Because his family, he didn't have a family because he was an orphan. He was orphan.
That could happen in real life. That's real life shit.
Yeah, but
nobody is ready for our Disney breakdown. Nobody's ready for our Disney breakdown. Real quick in the comments.
Y'all not ready for that conversation. Y'all not
the
ready.
Big Al Boski said, "Yes, Earth, testify, Black Earth." Mickey Asimnew, Shrek was DreamWorks though.
Yo,
so y'all know.
Mickey, we know each other personally, and you listen. Just roll with the punches, my brother. Just act like, nod your head and agree, and we good.
Yeah,
you talking to me?
He said you out here with this trick knowledge.
Oh, okay.
He calls trick knowledge on the podcast.
Get that lady. Hold up, lady. What you showing us? Is that the new tea? Is that our new tea that we coming out to you showing everybody?
Oh, shit. Come on.
I have a key in my bra. So
everybody will try to get that key. Everybody in the fan page, hit us out when you try to get that key out.
That's the key to my secret. That's the key to my secret box.
It's only taking 37 minutes for the podcast to go left. I love it.
Yeah,
so
it's your turn, I think.
Real fast, I'm gonna give y'all mine because I'm not really big into, like, I kind of stick to the same script with the fantasy movies. Is Nightmare Before Christmas considered a fantasy movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Can be a horror?
I love that.
That's dope to me. Second, has there been a better Joker than Heath Ledger?
No. Oh yeah. Yes.
The new Joker, right?
Yes.
The new Joker was Joaquin Phoenix killed that. Both of them are neck and neck to me. They hold a very, very high.
I think Joaquin overheated that much, and that's because he got bloody.
Yeah, and
he got bloody, bro.
I think in the new Joker,
he caught bodies, but he ain't get bloody.
The new Joker like showed the whole 360 of the psychopath. You know what I mean? It showed him going crazy, and I think that's what made that. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm a big fan of Infinity War. I like Endgame. You know what I mean? Because I like everything needs to be tied together and everything needs an end. Rest in peace, Tony Starks. But Infinity War was it for me. The action scenes and how that all played out was top notch to me. But yeah, Joaquin Phoenix did it for me in the Joker. But I digress. We are all on the clock, so we're gonna keep this thing pushing right now, and we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go to hip hop real quick. I want everybody to tune in and comment on this one. And the question is, hip hop. It used to be hood politics. Have we lost the meaning of the art? And guess who was on the clock first? That's right, King Clips. It's your time.
Jeez, we gonna start with me. I know. Just to switch it up because I'm gonna be very long-winded on this one. Spitter. I respect your pick. I respect your pick though. But
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
going to go to Black Earth. Let's start with you, bro.
At last, at last.
Start with you.
Yeah, we've come to the time where that it doesn't carry the same weight and magnitude. Like when we turn on the news, we never saw anything that was related to our hood, our area, our urban, whatever we call home, our neighborhoods was not represented in our news. To get what was going on, we had to go through hip hop because they would speak what was going on, like KRS-One, like comedy. You think of anyone from the inner city that came and rep and talked about some Most Def. Even before them, you're talking about back in the day with the Message from all the like it goes back way forward. Like when we used to rhyme, there was 3 stages of rap. There was braggadocious, there was like there was actual conscious rap, so that you know what was going on in our areas and you could be a part of it. And then then it was just word we battle rap. That was the other thing too. We like freestyle in the park. Those things don't exist anymore. It's like my whole thing is that it seems like the younger people do not practice their trade. It's like a craftsman. You always sharpen your skills. You always you gotta always like get better to be better to like take out that next person. But it seems like they don't. They be throwing shit together, words that match. It's like they playing pity pat or like not even pity pat. What's that shit they call you? Master cards and I don't even know that game. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody know at home that be playing that shit. It's not the same thing. We don't have these leaders in our own industry of music anymore. We don't have you telling us like, yo, we need to come together because they're trying to do this or that, or this is what's going on in our hood. You need to recognize and realize KRS-One, don't eat no hamburger or anything, because all that shit is suicide, murder.
Word.
Yeah, he came with it. Like he came you knowledge. Public enemy. To this day, when anything goes down, people go see Chuck D. Because he is the like one of the fathers of hip hop. It's just that they trust his opinion. What's the one that signed? I forgot her name. She was Sister Soldier. So like she was an influence. Queen Latifah. We don't have that anymore. We have motherfuckers talking about shit that I have no clue talking about. And there used to be a thing. It used to be special. It used to like you can say something and not have to say it, and we always know what you mean when you imply when you say it. That doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the artmanship, the craftsmanship of the game is no longer there. Like, that's just how I'm speaking. That's what I have to say about it.
Who you passing it to?
Chrissy.
All right. So it's a little low right here. So I don't think hip hop is the way it used to be before. You don't get your hood politics. You get these dudes who fucking mumble, don't understand a word they goddamn saying in any of their rap or any of their hip hop, nothing. It's all about booties and getting this money and all that other stuff. And like Black was saying, you go back to KRS-One, you go back to Tribe Called Quest, you go back to NWA, you go back to, you go back to, and they're preaching. They're on their soapbox and they're giving us African Bambaataa. Like, you go back to all these dudes and Big Daddy Kane. It was what was going on. Even so nowadays, no, I don't feel like it's the hood politics anymore. It's about making that quick dough, flipping it, and then keep moving on. And it's just about the hits, the club bangers, and all of that. And then the content that's in it doesn't make any sense. The only one that I don't know if you can hear all the background, I apologize. But I don't know if you saw that show on Netflix with Cardi B and Chance the Rapper. What was the name of it? The hip hop show?
I don't know it.
So the one who won, D Smoke, he's out from Cali. I don't know if you've heard any of his stuff, but his stuff is like that. He talks about, but you don't hear him popping on the radio like the rest of these mumbling dudes. So, my opinion is it's not the way it used to be, and we need to bring it back. Because I want to be able to, spit a line, and it makes sense, and it means something, and it be a gem, and it be gold. You can't spit a line from Amigos or Offset, or, you know what I'm saying? You can't do it. You just can't do it.
I'm feeling that. Definitely.
So that's my take on it. But so I don't know ya. I'm going on mute, and whoever wants to take this, it's yours.
Mama told me never sell work.
$1 t-shirt. Yeah, right. All that shit.
Lady, you on the clock. How you feel about the hip hop hood politics?
So I think it has totally lost the meaning of its art. So back, middle school, high school, that kind of thing, when like hip hop was really meaningful. I grew up in a very racist household, and I was not allowed to listen to rap, but I did anyways, and it made me learn other cultures and how people live in other areas, because I didn't grow up in areas like rappers did and stuff. So I learned so much from like just listening to music, because they told a story. They told us like what they've been through and the things that they have experienced. And I think a lot of people can relate to those topics and what they have overcome in their life, and it's very inspiring to some people. And like with the female rappers, they talked a lot about feminism and like women can do just as much as men can do and all this stuff, and that stuck with me a lot too. And I feel like not a lot of women rappers nowadays talk about, I mean, they do a little bit, but it's like it's not how it used to be. So I feel like a lot of the people nowadays don't talk about anything real that people can relate to. They just put on this fantasy and this persona of themselves, like I'm this huge major rapper. Like you want to have all this money and women and cars and clothes and all that stuff, jewelry. But it's like I want to relate to you in some kind of way. I want to feel what you're feeling. So my take.
I could dig it. Well, I'll go next because I believe I want to let you go ahead and hit this one out the park, Clips. But I believe that the hood politics, is gone. Like I came up in a different era as well. Like if I wanted to hear some real conscious, I know I could go to Mos Def and Talib Kweli and Common, right? And Chuck D. And it was everything that I needed to know about what was going on in the state of the culture and what was going on in the world and how the world was affected by it, right? And then like in all areas, like if I just needed some real rap, like there were Dre and Snoop, and I'm from the cloth of, it goes back to this. You didn't rap about it if you didn't live it, right? You weren't getting any passes for being braggadocious. And now it's so much of an entertainment value. Like we want to know who's sleeping with who, what are they talking about, and how do they look in the public eye, not necessarily the message that they're delivering, right? Like Nas delivers a great message on all four fronts. Whatever he's talking about, he delivers a perfect message, right? Like in this new era, I think the closest one is probably going to be J. Cole. J. Cole, I believe, is he's got something with him that could potentially lead him that way, right? If he stays on course and he stays in that lane. But then we have fuck shit like Tekashi 6ix9ine. That shit does not fly. Like I'm from the cloth. Like if you don't live it, you don't rap about it. And that's what happens when you portray a gangster and you're not a gangster, right? So like I don't believe the hood politics exists anymore. I think there's a couple real ones left. Styles P from the Locks. Styles P he opened up like 4 juice bars, I believe, and he's always preaching about living well and what you're putting into your body and what you're putting into your spirit and what you're putting in your mind, man. Like and like that's the realest shit that you need to hear. I don't need to hear. I'm a 40-year-old father. I don't need to hear about how girls are popping in the club and men are making it rain on them. That doesn't equate to my life right now. You know what I mean? Like that for me, that's just like, like. It's nothing. There's no substance in it. And shout out real fast to my brother Skirbo. He just said he agrees. It's all shock value and no substance in this era of hip hop. Also, Kendrick Lamar right now, I'm putting you on notice, big fella. Right now is your time to shine. With this climate that we're living in, you could drop a banger, Kendrick. And Derek Adamson, you are 100% correct. Kendrick Lamar, bro. And with that, that's my pick of how this you know, how this culture is ran. We got another comment from Jackie. Just from listening to my kids talk about it, I think they do get a message from these young rappers. Maybe we're just too old to get it. I mean, that's a possibility too, because like I think a lot of these young kids put mental health on the forefront, if we're being honest. There's some young rappers out there that put mental health on the forefront and they're trying to erase the stigma about what's being talked about. You know what I mean? But I digress. I could stay on this hip hop topic for the rest of the night. Clips, with that being said, you are on the clock.
Okay, so we're talking about hip hop and have we lost the meaning of the art? Well, all right, what is hip hop? Hip hop is MCing, DJing,
Absolutely.
graffiti, and breakdancing. Also, everybody is forgetting that fifth element, which is lost. There's a few of these that's lost. You know what I'm saying? Beatboxing also used to be a part of the art.
Rozelle.
That's gone.
Very true.
That's all gone. What are we missing? Knowledge of self. That was the fifth element, and that's why your hip hop sounds like complete trash right now. That element is lost. You know what I'm saying? There's no more knowledge of self. There's no more conscious rapper. They go hand in hand. If you don't learn about who the fuck you are as a person, then how are you going to expound on this art? How are you going to create? You're not creating anymore. What you're doing is you're taking hip hop, right, as this formula. Get out of your situation. Now, I can blame it on a lot of things. Your situation in the hood may be fucked up, and what are your options, right? Your options are basketball, either stay in school, don't be a fool, which a lot of that is lame shit to the, you know what I mean? Who wants to stay in school? School sucks, right? We skipped school. People been skipping school since the 90s. Like, nobody's beat for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I want everybody to stay in school. I'm just saying that, you know, who's listening? Who's really gonna stay in school, right? So anyway, from the inner city. Real talk. Nah, I'm not being an asshole. I'm just saying a lot of my friends have skipped school regularly. You know what I mean? I had to do summer school a lot of times because I skipped school regularly. You know what
That's
I mean?
how I met you. Let's be clear.
The same way. Now, knowledge of self, that's the art where you got basketball to get out. You got selling drugs to get out. You got hip hop or gangbanging. Which now, those two have to come hand in hand as well. You know what I'm saying? You have hip hop that's like, all right, for instance, you want to perform in a certain state or town or city, you have to check in. How is that that conscious rapper that we talking about right now? He has to have some element of gangster in him in order to even perform at these other towns because they want to extort that man for performing or getting money in their state. You know what I mean? Shit that did not exist back in the 90s. This did not happen. You know what I mean? This didn't go on. And this is why the art is lost on us because we've turned it into some fuckery. And now, so when the next new hot rapper comes out, right? Who was it? Triple X Station. He rest in peace, right? Kids want to rap like him. Like they actually made a lane for battle rappers where if you're nice around your way, you can go perform in YouTube or now the Caffeine app and for you right there, right? And let's hope you're good in order for you to get out. And it's whack because there's no passion in it. There's no passion in none of that. There's no, like I used to get a thrill out of going everywhere and battling everybody because I have a very select group of friends from everywhere. They from Newark, the Bronx, Brooklyn, wherever, right? Patterson, fucking New Brunswick, Queens. I'll go out there and I'll roast whoever's in front of my face. Like that was my
I remember.
Shit. Like that was I used to live for moments like that. And then you know the game changed because it wasn't like you was just digging into your pen no more. They're saying personal shit about you now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get in front of these platforms to get out, all right, say you're nice, and now you want to get out your hood or whatever. They're gonna talk up like you can be the nicest MC in the world, but if your mom's is fucking in a wheelchair, you could possibly throw that all away from some other rapper talking about your mom's in a wheelchair. Like there's shit that you say, and then there's shit that you don't say, and there's no line. There's no line in that. So as far as the battle rappers go and keeping your pen sharp, that's a slippery slope as well. So it's almost fucking impossible for a mainstream artist to be who he is. You know what I'm saying? And come up out of the situation. I would love for these rappers to have cans, whole court. Like they used to be, you used to have to get cosign. You used to need a cosign. You need to be like, KRS-One needs you to say that shit down with us in order for you to even live. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's certain protocol that used to go on. There are no more gatekeepers in hip hop. MC Fuckboy from Catasauqua, Pennsylvania, could get on if he got enough money and kill the game right now. Kill the game if he has it right. If he has it right enough of money to invest in himself, he can crush it as long as he sounds like fucking Trippie Redd. You know what I'm saying?
There's no more
Pause whatsoever because you're lacking knowledge yourself, man. And the real notice that we looking at you, y'all fake as fuck. I hate hip hop today. I listen to but here's the thing, right? That's mainstream. Because there's a whole slew of underground rappers right now that's killing shit that I listen to. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
you listening to right now,
I
Clip?
listen to Griselda. I listen to fucking Susur. I listen to anybody who's got something to say. And shouts to Griselda because when George
Listen.
Floyd got killed, they was the first MCs out there with something for me. And I was like, remember when I was canceling Nas and Jay-Z and all of them on fucking our first episodes? I was canceling them. I wasn't stepping up. So Griselda came out the bag. Conway the Machine, shout out to him. You know what I mean? All my niggas outside. You feel me?
Yeah. You gotta be outside now for me to listen to you. Again, Sue Surf, he been in rotation forever. Benny the Butcher, all of Griselda. You know what I mean?
God.
Like you have to I have to be able to relate at some point, you know what I mean? And I just with this new generation, it's tough, man. I can't like you said with the gatekeepers, right? Clips. Snoop had to get co-signed by Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Eminem had to get co-signed by Dre and Redman and Trex from Naughty by Nature.
I hate on him a lot, but Eminem got co-signed by all those dudes in like Boot Camp Click, underground battle rap like Eminem.
The Outlaws.
Yo, son, I front on Eminem all day. I fucking hate him. But I'm never gonna take away from his work, man. Ever. Like that dude battled dudes and destroyed them. Some underground hip hop shit. Now
to get there,
I need you to know what I know in order for me to say, yo, Eminem is I. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know that guy's history. Like he definitely been through the grind and been through his shit. You know what I mean? But
on the same token, real quick. There's not another Yo-Yo. There's not another MC Light. There's not another Queen Latifah. You know what I mean? There's not another Lauryn Hill.
That's because of Foxy Brown and fucking Lil' Kim.
Nah, you can't put that on them.
No, it is on them.
That's not on them.
So then what is Nicki Minaj?
Because they were the same time as
what is any other female MC out here showing all of their boobies and tits? Queen Latifah and fucking MC Light ain't give it up like that.
Because they were conscious. They were also the term of conscious. Also, that's different variations of it.
Because they like knowledge itself. Black, that's exactly.
Rod Digger was there. You had Rod Digger. You had
that came out at the same time. Did she go platinum?
Did she go what?
I love Rod Digger, but did she go platinum?
Nah.
What about Remy
exactly.
Ma? What about Remy Ma?
You feeling about Lady Luck? You feeling about Heather B? You know,
did she go platinum?
And
what about Remy Ma?
Remy Ma, we know that Remy Ma is a different breed. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. She's different. But you know what I mean?
She's knocking most men out. Let's be clear. She's a different breed. But if you're looking for a woman artist to tune into right now, there's a woman from North Carolina. Her name's Rhapsody. And my goodness, if she's not the next thing of Lauryn Hill's from that wheelhouse, bro, I don't know what it is. She's super dope. Another
underground female MC that actually Rob put me on to, Lady London. Holy shit, she kicked that shit. I want to I want to
Yeah.
hear all that. Like Lady London is
Yeah.
fire. She'll burn your favorite your favorite bars. Forget about it. Listen to her I-95 freestyle, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Lady London destroyed that shit.
Also, I would have to say this, even though you downed from Foxy Brown and Lil Kim.
Nah, because they were good for
Hold up, because the
saying
female's
they
plight
fell
has never
off
been
weight.
the female's plight of hip hop artists has never been as high as since they've been out.
They set it off, but it's not different from them. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I blame people like Iggy, not Iggy, what's her name? Azalea.
Yeah, Iggy Azalea. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh my God! Why we-
They had to pop off like that in order
Yeah.
to make money.
She used to make twerk videos. Iggy Azalea used to make twerk videos when she just got started. Like
Cardi B was a motivational speaker on Instagram.
Well, no, Cardi B used to work at the club down the street from my house.
yeah,
Right, I know.
Yeah,
I know. I was being sarcastic.
and I actually have videos of that was shut her to shame. But regardless,
my last point on that is Black. We're from an era where we got hit with a lot of. First of all, there wasn't the internet wasn't our go-to for music. Radio was, and mixtape was. You know what I mean? And in that moment, we were saturated with different styles. That's my key shit. Different styles. We had different shit to go to. We had the Who. We had the whole West Coast. We had fucking Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie. All of them had different styles. None of these MCs sounded alike.
you're right, because it was
culture right now where everybody's doing.
it was frowned upon to sound alike. It was frowned upon to sound, if you sounded anything like me, we had beef. And you also forgot Lady Melody. When you were naming women, you forgot Lady Melody, KRS's one wife, rest in peace. Yeah, she was a thing to be. Yeah.
And real quick, when Lady E said, real quick, not to cut you, Black, she said Missy Elliott. That's legend status for me. Missy Elliott is in a different. That's a different conversation than just average run of the mill rappers. I mean, but go ahead, Black. I didn't mean to cut you. Go ahead.
Because there's an MC that deserves all the dudes that none of y'all mentioned. Is because she does a lot of soul singing now, and she is oh God, her name escaped me right now. She was D'Angelo's wife.
She was a rapper? I know you're talking about Angie Stone.
Angie Stone was a rapper.
Angie Stone.
Being a rapper. She was had the first rap album out.
Yo, y'all remember Bahamadia?
Yeah, Bahamadia. But we talking about the first. We talking about the pioneer. Angie Stone.
I mean,
she used to write for other people. She used to write for other dudes.
I thought Angie Stone was R&B
singer.
Yeah, but she was a rapper at first.
I never knew that.
History on her. She was a
I
rapper.
never knew that.
I never knew that. I have to check that one out.
We got a quick comment from Derek Adamson. Said the game is super strange now. It's not like it used to be, and you're not wrong, Derek. You're not wrong.
It's not about bars. It's about everybody sounding alike and trying to make a quick check, and that's why it's bullshit. Nobody has knowledge of self. Remember fucking X Clan? Let's talk about X Clan.
I will, but let me finish my last point before I got interrupted. Angie Stone was the first Lauryn Hill. That's why I put it, because she could do rap and sing at the same time.
Ooh. That's a point. That's a heat Rocky sent you, Clips. Go ahead.
I have no idea about that. But what I do know about is Bahamadia, yeah. She was fucking fire back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, real talk, I'm not gonna talk about nothing I'm not educated on. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting on that point at all. I just want to put that out there. But at the same time, Bahamadia was fucking crazy in the 90s, Pete. She used to be down with the roots. She had her little Afro flat top Philly, and she was bodying tracks towards them grown men. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is that? That's all I'm asking. Why y'all gotta show all y'all ass in order to sell a record? Where them bars at?
You just said it though. You just said it though. She came from underneath that Roots umbrella. You're not gonna find too many of those.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? There's one Black Thought.
There was so many other females though. Word. Not my favorite, but he's fire. He's fire. There was so many females really giving it up, man. These bars and lyrics. And they all just resorted to like, hey, if I show half my ass and kick half a bar and twerk in a video, I'm gonna just fucking get by. because they learn from these dudes.
I mean, look at
that's
the videos from the 90s to the videos from now, and complete. They got in the 90s, you got overalls with one hanging off, and then a full T-shirt,
Yeah.
and
Play with my
bamboo
yo.
earrings.
Yeah.
And
One shit was dope.
what was the lambskin coat? What was that called? The lambskin coat. What was it called? The Sherlin, right? You would wear it, like they had the big Sherlins on with the big hoop earrings. Like you were all covered up. You ain't seen not one part of the body, and all you listened to was the skill that came from their lips, and it wasn't the rest of the body that was doing it.
They were still sexy as hell when they were doing it.
Hey, yo, you know what I really miss, man? That kind of makes me miss the art as a whole, like being a former MC and all of that. Was thinking of which style I can, like, there was so many styles available. Which style can I fuck with and fuck up? You know what I mean? And I used to test myself to the point where after a minute, I used to test them on people when I'm going to re-up in fucking Philly or New York or Patterson or wherever my plug was at the time. And I'm testing them on different MCs and I'm just destroying them. So it was just that part of the art is just like, fuck, man, like, what are y'all doing, man? Y'all niggas completely ruined hip hop in my book. And I really hope these underground rappers that I named earlier come the fuck up and change the game, man. Like, we wasn't able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
we wasn't able to do it.
There's nothing in it for him anymore, though.
Right? Like, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's nothing in it for them anymore because you're making all your money off touring now. So you're not making the albums is not sales anymore. You're not fucking with a major label like that because they know that the money, everything that they pay for you got to pay back. So they do it on their own. They get in their own shows. They travel and making their money like that. Like Redman and Method Man, they make all their money going overseas and doing concerts and stuff like that. Because,
no doubt, that's the old school MC though, Black. I mean,
no, but I'm saying even the newer young people, there's no money in it for them to sign their life away because
no. They don't have to anymore though. Is what I'm saying. Let's make this conversation organic. They don't have to anymore because they get paid off of views. They get paid off of clicks. Yeah, there's some rich Jewish guy. There's some rich Jewish guy that's handing down money for these clicks and views. Absolutely. Yeah. So they can hit like the mainstream rapper that's on radio, the mainstream artist that gets signed. Most of these artists ain't even really fucking with. They're doing like subdivision deals with different other artists that's offering
they're doing 360 deals
for their clicks, for their residuals, and they're still getting tour money at the same.
But you're missing what I'm saying to you. They don't have the backing of their of the marketing. The marketing powers with like if you sign like you could be garbage. If you sign with Puffy, he's gonna market your ass up and down the area. So you're gonna have that name for you. So if you're underground, you don't have the same marketing. You may have better skills than them. But if you don't sign in with these labels, you're not getting the marketing, which is global.
I still don't think that's true. And that's on the strength of, check, regardless, if you have money, you know what I'm saying? You can pay for your own promotion shit.
Yeah. But how many people do that and are successful?
You can do that. You can do that.
How many do it?
Yeah, but do you know how much money you have to have?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You know how much money you have to have?
That's just more fire to my point because I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
But also think about this: people the rappers that really have anything to say about, like we're talking about the old school, we're talking about the hood politics,
right.
are usually in it. Right, and if you're in it, you're not making a mill here or a mill there. You can't talk about the hood life and the hood politics if you ain't in the hood.
But
so that means you ain't got the rich money. You got hood money.
You're making a band here and a band there, and that is extremely accomplishable. You can definitely make $1,000 here and there. I'm not saying you
that's
need
not enough for marketing.
That's not money, baby.
That's not money for marketing.
How much does it cost, really, though, for me to post a video somewhere and pay for a promotion?
Yeah,
real fast.
Much.
Real fast.
Off of Facebook, or for anything, off of Twitch.
Real quick, Charles. Real quick, Clips. There's a whole different machine that's backing Drake.
Yes.
Right? Drake has a whole. That's like you're getting billboards, you're getting Drake on a blimp and shit like that. But there's teams like Griselda who got it from the mud and sell out their merch every show, sell out their show. They got a huge fan base because it's so organic, right? You go on their website right now, they hoodies are $60. If you try to get one on pre-sale, they're gone. You know what I mean? It's about like
Yeah.
So I understand both sides of the coin. Like
Yeah.
streams pay money, right? And I understand what the machine will do as far as backing goes, having a Revolt behind you or having a Drake behind you. I understand that too. But at the same time, Griselda get it out the mud to where now Drake and Eminem are on their radar.
Yo,
Like
no,
both of them
no.
dudes.
But that's
And
the whole thing
let
with
me touch up.
50
Let me
Gills.
touch up real quick on that one. How many Drake mixtapes went fucking crazy
Like 17 before he popped off.
before his deals?
Before he popped
that
off.
was a bad example,
Yeah,
bro.
you can't even talk about Drake. To be honest with you, you really can't talk about Drake. Here's why. Because before
He
Drake
was an
artist,
actor.
he was an
He was
actor.
an actor,
He already had
and
the
he had a
line.
fan base.
He already had the line.
I'm just talking about the machine he has pushing him. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about his.
He already had them roots planted because he was
Right.
in Hollywood. It's not much to make the swing from there. He already
Right.
had that. That's nothing.
Right.
You're not doing it from organically.
No, but Griselda is. That's my
But
point.
here,
That's a fact.
but here, and but hold up, I'll tell you something. Janelle Monáe and the white dude that traveled that battled Eminem. What's his name? Laced Up.
Kelly.
Laced Up Entertainment. Yeah, that's the dude you said. Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly, what?
Machine Gun Kelly. They
Yeah.
built their shit organically from the ground, but they still signed these deals with Puffy. Both of them. Janelle Monáe is under Bad Boy. They both signed with him because they needed that extra. They needed that deeper. They need the shit that they couldn't get to from the Billy
Machine.
like that.
The machine.
Yes, the machine.
yo.
They needed that.
So can we agree that hip hop is lost because there's no knowledge of self in this shit?
I agree
Yes.
with you 100% with that.
I agree.
All right.
Because we was all about to be on the clock.
I know. That's why. That's why I
We all
went there.
agree
Yeah,
on
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Imagine nobody sleeping on MC Light. MC Light is one of the baddest chicks in the game.
Yeah,
I used to wanna
Skirp, I
marry
mentioned
her, bro.
MC Light
And,
already.
and her brother, Audio 2. Audio 2.
Salute.
Still top billing.
Yo, but real quick, we on the
okay,
clock.
good.
We gonna keep it on hip hop though. When I tell you, is Pusha T the antagonist, or is he within his rights to go at Drake the way he's going at him?
I'll be right back.
Oh, you'll be right back. We need your intake on that.
We're gonna go on the clock real quick, and guess who we starting with, my man? Black Earth. Go ahead.
And this segment is brought to you by Ciroc Summer Watermelon.
The Ciroc sponsorship. Can we get the Ciroc bag? Diddy, if you out there
Diddy, you
listening,
out
we
there.
need that Ciroc bag.
Let me tell you, we need all that. Just send the bottle to my address. I'm in White Plains. You usually live down the street. We know how to get down.
Let's not forget, can we click the link? Can we go to the YouTube page? Can we like, subscribe, share, continue to comment so we can get involved? Go ahead, Black Earth. You on the clock.
All right, so we're gonna dive into this. I think Pusha T is within his right because Pusha T is a real street dude, real hip hop head. I feel what he says, though. I'm on that. But when they're battling, right? Because for years, if no one knows the story, for years, Drake has been sending subliminal shots to Pusha T. They've been going back and forth, saying about Pusha T ain't really said too much. But when Drake was going all these shots at him, Pusha T sat back. So I think it was last year or the year before. Pusha T fired back. He fired back. That they went after each other. Then Drake came at him, but I'm not a fan of Drake, so I'm gonna put it that way. But I like Drake when he first came out. I don't like who the motherfucker is now.
Okay.
So Drake went and threw shots at Pusha T baby mother or his lady, his wife. When you put someone else's family member, their wife, or someone close to them in your rhymes, it is over for you. All those rules that you thought that were there no longer exist. You don't have the boundaries to hide behind. So
Thank you.
So when Pusha T came at him, no one before that knew that Drake even had a child. How you listen? I love my children. Everybody know I got children. I scream out about my children name from the rooftop, right?
Yeah.
How you hiding your damn child, B? Like how you like? And he's not an infant anymore. You got a whole nigga as a child. You know what I mean? It's like you. And then, were you ashamed of the baby mother? Because I think she was in the adult industry. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing. Either she was stripping or she was with porn. That doesn't matter. That don't make you less a woman. You were doing your thing. You came around. You hit the lottery when you found Drake, and you made sure that you got like 10 of them pregnancy tests, and you got them framed up because you knew you was cashing in. No doubt.
Nah, that's wrong. Now I gotta jump in here.
Here we go.
Bullshit. I don't even play that
Here we
shit.
go.
Not every woman is about sitting there and getting a check from a pussy.
I
Thank you,
hold up.
Chrissy.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
say every woman was that way. I said this particular woman was this way.
You don't even know that.
That's what I'm gonna say. You
All
know
right,
what?
all
You
right.
know her
Lady,
firsthand.
lady,
Maybe she
you're right.
fell in love.
You know
Maybe
what?
she fell in love.
All right, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say, Chrissy and Lady E, you right. I don't know that, but if you run up to an officer, right, and they have on officer clothing on, you think that they're an actual officer, not somebody that's wearing the uniform, trying to say, "Hey, I'm not a cop." Then why you wearing a uniform for? So she got on a hooker uniform, talking about, "I'm gonna."
How do you know it wasn't Drake that was like, "Oh, I'm gonna trap you because of what maybe."
I asked with that shit. Ain't nobody saying, "Hey, I'm a trap."
I don't know, like this nigga do be running up and mad.
First of all, she's like,
that's like saying I'm yo Superhead.
They do that.
Gotcha. Hold up. It's like saying Superhead. Gotcha. Ain't nobody trapping Korean Steffens. Ain't nobody trapping Superhead trying to get like, come on, dude. That don't make no damn sense.
You don't even know that. You don't know that what kind of connection they had or what kind of money.
Just say allegedly in front of whatever you say. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know he is a sucker, right? You know Drake is a sucker, right?
Drake is a sucker.
Yeah.
Drake type of dude.
I mean,
he probably did that.
I mean, I don't know him personally, so I can't say that.
All right, lady, like to please my women in my podcast over here, Chrissy and Lady E, she allegedly tried to trap his ass. Allegedly.
I think it was a little of both.
Hey,
I think
don't start the argument no more. The lady said allegedly. I'm using allegedly, and that's what we're moving forward. Let me tell my story. Speak my piece. I'm all fucked up now. I don't even know where the fuck I was going with this. But so we'll just put it this way. Yeah. So anyway, so
blame it on me, brother. Blame it on me.
Well, Pusha T was like, and gave pictures and shit of his son. Like no one in the world didn't see Drake's son until Pusha T presented pictures of that shit. Like. And then all the ladies are like, "Wow, Drake, you had a kid and you didn't speak on your kid." Like, yo, it really like damaged his rep for a minute. The ladies like, "Yo, you like them, you like my scumbag baby daddy because you ain't even deny your own child." And Drake became an average nigga at that point in time, and he didn't like it. He couldn't swing the narrative, and when he couldn't swing the narrative on it, he got salty. So I fast forward. So right now, what's going on is. Yeah, I see you. So right now, what's going on is that Pusha T had dropped the verse on Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke, if you don't know, Pop Smoke is deceased. He's not longer with us. And he dropped the verse on there with like 3 other dudes. It was Young Thugger, some other dude that's irrelevant, and Pop Smoke. And so before that shit got released, Drake heard the track and went to the label and had it dropped. Like he didn't want it to be on the album at all. Now, remind you, Pop Smoke is no longer here to defend himself. Now, that's some sucker move. How you gonna go as Drake and have it removed from an album from a dude that's dead? And it was probably one of the best tracks on that shit. Because I can't understand a lot of other shit on Pop Smoke album. Yo, God bless the dead. But that shit to me was trash. Anyway.
As Vanilla Lavender, I would just like to say, Drake has forever been on some sucker shit, but I digress. Go ahead.
No, you're right. He has been some sucker shit, but he does it sneakily. Hold up, 50 Cent is a nigga that do it in the public, in eyes public, and he don't give a fuck. Like Drake call people behind scenes to have shit removed because he won't own up to what the fuck he does. So that's some stuff to begin with, anyway. But now that so then it was removed from the album, it was leaked, so people actually heard the verse. So now people know like it's about Drake. And now he he has an issue with the whole Pusha T thing. But I'm gonna move it on because I got something else to take care of at the moment. Yeah. So who's next?
We're gonna go right. We're gonna keep this pushing because I think Chrissy got a lot to say towards you, Black.
Oh,
so you up, Chrissy? You on the clock?
All right, there we go. I had to unmute it. I don't have a lot to say to Black except it's alleged. All right, stop calling chicks hoes when you don't even know them. Not everybody's a hoe. You know, all right. All I'm saying is, listen. If Drake, what he said, how he viewed himself, what he said, I ain't hear that.
He always says some slick shit.
and then
I said
leave,
she's
right?
And
she's
then he
a
wants to
whole
pay them
lot of
back.
women.
Listen,
She
all
is a
right.
whole lot of women.
Let me
What,
tell
Chris?
you. Let me tell you. He don't know how to protect himself. He don't know. He ain't bring his own shit. He ain't wrap it up 2 times. Like I'm
Exactly.
saying, if you know you walking around with that bag, you gotta walk around with them bags. All right?
Mm.
Like that's all I'm saying.
Hey, yo, bring them
Fellas,
balls.
fellas,
Bring them balls right back. Bring them balls.
bring that back, Chrissy, for all the men
Bring
in
them balls.
attendance in the
Bring
back.
them balls right back. What you said?
I said, if you carry them bags, then you gotta bring them bags with you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure you have yours. Like fuck out of here. Like you ain't. Then you a stupid nigga. Like, but
Stupid, man.
anyway, I digress. I digress.
Everybody's
And
like
I
that.
think Pusha T is in his right to go ahead and do what he gotta do, say what he gotta say. Drake's a little bitch, but I still like his music and I still listen to it and I still rock with it. So
Yeah, it is.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It
This
is
is
what it
facts.
is.
It's
It is
facts.
what it is. But no, I don't think Pusha T was wrong. Like I'm surprised he held his mouth as, and this is from back the first time when they were beefing. I'm surprised he held his tongue as long as he held it. And Drake, if Drake knew he was carrying that shit and didn't want it out, he should have took a couple of steps back. But that's just my take on it. I have
Let
a
me
quick
interrupt real
take.
quick. Let me
Yeah.
interrupt you real quick because Drake went and got the gang banger from Houston, his boy, that one that said he found him, and he said, "Yo, I can't put out nothing because he was like, yo, he told me not to. Yo, my big bro said I can't put nothing out because that's that and the third. He was resting on his gangstership of his dude.
Do you know who his dude is though?
Yeah, he's one of the most feared dudes in the music industry.
Exactly.
Who?
Exactly.
Suge Knight? Suge Knight?
No, Suge Knight is in daycare compared to that nigga. So this dude,
Yeah.
he run Sir Mix-a-Lot, all that what's it called that shit. In Houston, he's the dude. Like I mean, for like Houston, West Coast.
His name is Jay Prince, and he founded Rap-A-Lot Records.
Don't say his name on our podcast. What's up? You talking about that, bro?
Oh yeah, my fault. Yeah, you're not mentioning.
Stop being shook out here.
Come see us.
You're not gonna pop up on me like the Candy Man after I say your name 3 times.
Y'all niggas is shook.
He ain't hanging us out like Vanilla Ice. He ain't hanging us out there trying to get that Vanilla Ice.
Y'all niggas is dead shook right now. Hey, yo, check this out, man. Y'all want me to touch up on this real quick? Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
go ahead.
fucking
Hold on, before you say something, Mr. Prince, ain't none of his views about to be ours.
y'all niggas is dead shook. Hey, yo, man. God damn. I wasn't even going to talk about Jay Prince because he ain't got nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay.
Jay Prince, though, should mind his fucking business. Like, this is hip hop. Let these niggas.
You done said his name 3 times. Here we go.
So what? What the fuck, man?
You gonna pop out like the Candy Man.
Okay, all right. Y'all shook. Y'all scared of boogeyman. Oh, all right. Anyway,
See, that's why I don't watch horror movies.
yo, anyway, listen, my shit like this, man. Pusha T, this is what I was talking about earlier with the hip hop shit. It's not a battle no more. Like, we're not seeing who's the better lyricist between Drake and Pusha T. Pusha T is just sitting in the cut with a lot of dirt on Drake.
Yeah.
He got a lot of dirt on
That's
Drake.
facts.
You know what I mean? Like, we'll never know who the best MC is because he just keep getting personal with him. You know what I mean? He just keep getting personal. Like, I don't know if he want a war for real or he just want to rap. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? What is it with this guy? Like, I don't get it. He's the antagonist, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Why don't you just call him up and say, yo, meet me for this fade, though? Like, you know what I mean? If you that mad at this nigga, like, yo, check this out. If I was this mad and I'm an MC at somebody else or raps, I'm gonna be like, yo, you know what? Fuck all this rap and I'll beat you the fuck up.
Well, no.
Period.
I hear you, Clips, but not because if you get in the room, you know you're gonna beat his ass, right? So or you're gonna call the cops on you or sue. So the way you're gonna do is you're gonna out rap him. So you run circles around his ass,
but all you check this out, though, Black. All he's really doing is bringing up his personal business. It's like, yo, when you was rapping and I was rapping and I had a problem with you, I'll be like, yo, the uncle is the kitty toucher. Know what I'm saying?
Wow.
like some wild shit like that.
You mean like Foxy Brown brother?
We not peddling though. I'm just bringing up wild shit about you. Like that's whack. That shit is whack, bro. I don't know. Me personally, like
Did you hear the verse?
everybody sipping the tea, right? They down like, ooh, what's the tea said that? That's crazy, right? Like he getting crazy, but he really not getting crazy. All he doing is bringing up this man's personal business. So is it really a battle or some fighting words? That's the real question. Like,
Nah,
like,
B,
bro.
yo, did you hear the verse? Did you
Yeah,
hear
I
the
heard
verse?
the verse. You done talked about all sorts of new shit.
B,
You know what I mean?
yo,
Like,
I don't care what you said, B. That was fire. That when Pusha T album was dropped, that shit was fire. That shit was, even though Kanye did the beat, the Mr. President, non-president, who's out bringing up with himself right now, that shit was fire, B. That Pusha T shit was fire, man.
oh, late breaking. Kanye West just said that Harriet Tubman ain't fleeing the slaves. She just made them go work for new white people, yo. Yo, Kanye's an idiot, yo. I'll never vote for him.
That's why I'm voting for him.
Yo,
Man,
we got reeled in clips. You got anything left on this Pusha antagonist topic?
Nah, man. It's just, yo, if you push them in, just come on, yo. This ain't a battle, bro. Everybody listening to the shit because they want to know what you know about Drake. That's it. That's
I
it, right?
like the way he put them words mix and match and had them body parts mix and match.
Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
What happened to them boys? What happened to them boys? Fuck out of here.
Hey, yo, lady E, you on the clock on this topic. Is Pusha T the antagonist?
I don't know about the whole beef with Pusha T and Drake, but I do know that if somebody was to come at me personally, I mean, I wouldn't give a fuck. But if someone would come at my family or whatever, my kids, my family, then I would have a problem. And then I would have to say something. So, but also I think that a lot of these celebrities, rappers, everybody, they like to cause controversy between themselves for the publicity. And I feel like a lot of the people who music, they want to see the drama. They want to see like people arguing and fighting and not getting along. Like, oh, did you hear what he said? Oh yeah, like all that.
Tape, man.
You know, it sells more records. It's like, oh, like, of course they love the drama. They want to hear that shit. So of course I feel like maybe some of it is true. Maybe some of it is like, yeah, we have beef, whatever. But I think a lot of it is maybe made up. And then also to talk about what Black was saying with, you know, Drake's kid and all that stuff. I just want to say that maybe this, I'm just, you know, putting this out there. That maybe he doesn't want his child to experience the life that he lives as of right now. Because I know that Eminem did not want his children in the spotlight. He wanted his kids like, you know, that live a normal life. And I've read a lot of other celebrities want their kids to live somewhat of a normal life and not think that they have everything that's coming to them like served on a silver platter. So maybe he tried to keep his kids safe away, tucked away because of the media and all this other stuff.
That's beautiful.
His child to live a normal life.
Sorry.
No, that's beautiful. But let me
I mean,
Sorry,
but like we don't know the situation. We don't know the situation, so we can't just be like, "Oh, she trapped him," or he, you know, whatever. He's trying to hide his kid, like all this stuff. It's like, you know, when Cardi B had her baby, she didn't post any pictures of her baby for the longest time because certain reasons. Like she doesn't want her child, you know, out there in the open getting all this publicity. Like,
Yo, E, can I ask you a question?
What?
if Drake came to Tampa, right, and he came to your golf course and he was golfing, and he was like, "Yo, shorty, I want, you know what I'm saying, take you out to dinner later," in my Drake voice. "I take you out to dinner later," you know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna get up, and y'all got up, and later on it led to some sex. Would you let him leave it in? No.
Okay, well, first of all, I can't have any more kids. So, of course, hell yeah.
he should have the car for free.
You cheating.
He should have the car for free.
Cheating, yo. You cheating. Use the wrong person, man.
Why you asking these questions? I gotta tell you. I gotta say this too. But give you a little bit more information.
Line up. It was the lineup.
Hold up.
But
That was the lineup, yeah.
Well, what I want to say to you is that Drake knew about Drake. All right, here's the thing. Drake is not that he wanted to leave out the limelight because he had lined up a commercial with one of his Nike. But he was about to do an ensemble release of his child with a shoe producer. It wasn't that he didn't want him out of the spotlight, so that was not the case. He was hiding his child, and so he could make money off of his child. And see, she didn't want to hear that. She knew what I was going with.
I'm listening.
Hey, yo, real fast,
out.
Black, before you get any more facts, here's what the deal was. Drake's son's name is Adidon, right? And he was going to do a whole sneaker rollout with Adidas for his son. Yeah. Okay, check this out. Kanye, who is the major shareholder of Adidas, his label is ran by Pusha T. Pusha T is the president of Good Music. Pusha T stopped the rollout of Adidon because he don't fuck with Drake. And Drake, quote, said, "I wasn't trying to hide my kid from y'all. I was trying to hide y'all from my kid," with his old sensitive ass. But I digress. I think Pusha T is the ultimate chess player. If you mention my wife on a song, I'm gonna knock on your door and we can talk about it.
Yeah, all that shit go out the window. You mentioned my wife.
We're not rapping anymore.
Nah, facts.
We're not rapping anymore.
You
know what I'm saying?
So
if we get in a battle, it's gonna end
that's what
up.
it came down. It came down.
Or it's gonna be that mumble rap shit because he ain't gonna have no more teeth or a jaw.
Yeah.
See,
Drake wanted to profit off his own kid, and he wanted to do it in his way, and that's what happened. And Pusha T shut that shit down.
You speaking my language, Chrissy.
Yo, real fast before we go any further, let's shout out James Frucci. He said, "What up, Clock Watch?" James, what up, man? You are always in the group. You're active. You're always watching.
Shout out to you.
I'm really enjoying the fact that Chrissy is really doing a great job policing herself with the mute button. She is rocking that shit tonight in the airport. Shout outs to her for being committed. Let's give her a round of applause. But I digress on this topic because I believe it's time to get a little messy. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think it's time.
Before you go there, yo,
go ahead.
Yo, Lady E, who the hell is that? Yo, tell that dude to take. He can message you later. We live right now.
She ain't trying. She's trying to hide her man from the world. She ain't trying to hide her man world from her man.
She hit him with a Drake. Okay.
Hit him with the Drake. Who would have thought I'd be lost in this life?
That was fire. That song was
all
fire.
right, I hear you guys talking shit about me.
Well, we were just saying that you was just trying to hide the world from your man on some Drake shit. That's all.
No, whatever. I have no comment on that.
No.
No. All right. I think we've
my kids needed me. Let's just leave it at that.
I think we've exasperated this topic. I think it's time to move on. How y'all feel about that? So it's time to get messy. We've reached that hour of the podcast. So my question for y'all is love enough? And we're going to start this shit off right with Chrissy. Go ahead. It seemed like you got a lot to say. You're on the clock.
Hell no, love is not enough. Love does not pay the bills. Love does not take care of the kids. Love does not clean the house. No, love is not enough. If you seriously sit back and you think about it, right? People don't divorce each other because they fell out of love. People divorce each other because of financial reasons, because of ambitious reasons, because one lost ambition, the other one still had it. They fall out of love because one's at home taking care of the kids, cooking and cleaning, and the other one. And I'm not even saying which one or the other because there's some, dads that stay at home and some moms who stay at home. So love is never enough. Love, as much as love is a good foundation. It's a good start. I don't think there's a such thing as unconditional love either. I apologize. I hope you can still hear me. I don't think there's a thing as unconditional love either, because there's always a condition to loving someone. Like if they cheat on you, then you're not going to stay with them and you're going to leave. That's a condition. If they don't treat you right, you're going to leave. That's a condition. So there's no real thing as, unconditional love. But love is not enough. We would like to believe that, but that's not the case, because somewhere down the line, there's going to be another cause or another reason. If the marriage is going to fail or if the relationship is going to fail, it's never because they fell out of love, but because of some other reason. So, no.
What?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Let's go to the comments. Let's go to the comments, Black, real quick.
I know my mic was on.
Facebook user, all you gotta do is go to the StreamYard and click accept, and we find out who you are. They said they divorced because the sex is shit.
Oh Lord, hold on. I need you to look above the comment, above us, and you'll see it says StreamYard accept the terms. I need you to come all the way in with this.
Yeah, we need to see what that is. That sounds like a conversation.
You get married because you love that person, connects you, and make your A, your B, and your C and D go together. It ain't about no sex.
But wait. So they divorced each other because the sex was horrible?
Yeah, you knew that before you got married.
Sex.
Why did you get married in the beginning? Like,
thank you, Lady E. Listen, hold up.
Because people think they can change people.
You right.
Well, now
people think they can change people.
Before either person put a ring on it. Before either person.
I think he's corrected. Lack of sex.
Lack of sex.
Oh,
lack of sex.
Hold up. If you hold up, my 1-900 number, you can bang my line.
I mean, you couldn't work through that. You couldn't talk about that and be like, "Hey, I need more." Like, what the hell?
Yo, I must attest to you have a family and everything that sleeps in your bed. It's kind of tough to get yours go up every now and again.
No, there's always ways. Trust me.
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? You can figure it out. Absolutely.
I'm there. I'm like, I understand.
I ain't gonna hold you. It's hard in the boulevard.
I understand the whole family.
I'm trying to get him up out of here. I'm trying to get my son up out of here, yo.
Listen, leave your kid in the bed and go take it to the shower.
Exactly.
Leave your kid in the bed and go take it to the garage. Leave your kid in the bed and go take it to the car.
They're always.
Let me tell you, they're always.
Yeah,
they're always. Leave your son in the bed and go to his bed.
And it's not like you can have. It's not like you can perform though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what? Doing it somewhere other than your bed, you can absolutely get crazy.
One at a time. Hold up. One at a time.
This is my
how every household. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let the ladies speak. Let ladies say they peace.
My bad, guys. Ladies.
So I think you can go anywhere and have great sex. It don't matter whether it's. I think when it's in the bed, it's boring. You know what I'm saying? Like go in the back. You know what I'm saying? Go back in the backseat of the car, some crazy shit. How far can she get her legs behind her head? Can she? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, bent over the table saw.
I ain't gonna
go outside.
I ain't gonna do that.
In the backyard where nobody can see. Like, and even if somebody can say, it makes it more fun. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yo,
hold on, real fast. Hey, yo, Clips, I gotta hold you. Shout out the comments. That comment was by my homeboy, Brandon Minor, who is actually in Las Vegas. Chris, he can meet you at the airport. Right. You got some time. Because I should have let you know this ahead of time. Brandon, our podcast member, right there is at your airport. That's Chrissy right there. She's held up until 1 a.m.
No, my flight leaves out at 10:40 this time. 10:40.
Oh, you got
that time.
Yeah.
You got okay.
I got a couple more hours. I got some time.
I like to go. That's my brother. That's my brother in arms. I call him White
Service.
Jesus.
No, I apologize. I'm playing. Anyway, so go ahead.
Lady E, please.
There's always ways to go around. My daughter's in the background, guys. Sorry.
Brandon says thank you.
Let me just answer this question first. Is love ever enough? So as Chrissy was saying, there are other things that need to happen, like bills being paid, house needs to be clean, kids need to be taken care of. But I feel like if you really, really love a person, all that stuff will happen. So like, you'll do all those things if you really, really love a person. And is love enough? Like, I think it is. I think love is enough. And I think that because you do things that you wouldn't normally do in any other situation because you love that person.
Oh, you're talking about language. That's what
Yo, he's Lady E dropping knowledge.
Lady E, one time for the people in the back.
Come with it, Lady E. The floor is yours, my dear. What else you got to say?
I ain't got shit else to say. I can't even talk about
this.
I was gonna say that.
You ain't got the answer, Sway. Sway, you got the answer. Lady E was
but then, you know, there are, I mean, I think that anybody would do anything for the person that they love, and they will make that person very happy, and they will go above and beyond for that person as long as both people are doing the same exact thing. With showing that they love you. Like, you can't just say I love you and then do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but if you're working at Burger King, that's not going to pay the bills. And then that becomes a problem.
And if he loves you, he'll get a better job, right?
It's a job, and you should be working towards other goals in life. I mean, at least you're paying some bills. At least you're contributing. And whatever
I could tell you.
Then go ahead and do it. But
I'm gonna chime in.
Love you, Chrissy.
But I want to I want to chime in real quick, and I'll tell you why. I've always been the breadwinner, and I've dealt with guys who didn't make. And my ex-husband, my first ex-husband, did not make. He paid maybe 10% of the bills, and I paid the other 90% of the bills. And let me tell you, at some point, it becomes a big burden and a big toll on you when your partner can't meet you effort for effort. It is a problem. It becomes, and it doesn't matter how much you loved the person in the beginning, that love starts to fade because of all the other frustrations that are coming in because they're not pulling their weight. And it's not about he didn't love me, because this man still loves me from what I hear. Okay. So it in real life, like the theory is great, Lady E. The theory is great, and I wish it worked like that. But in real life, it don't work like that because the frustration takes over.
But it all depends on what that person is trying to work toward. Like their career and job cannot be a fast food place. Like if you have kids and all
he was a general manager.
I paid for him to go to school to be a phlebotomist. He was a phlebotomist. I paid for him to go to school to be a phlebotomist.
And what happened?
Okay, so,
what happened?
He was still lazy.
Exactly.
Okay,
that was his problem.
Okay.
No, his love for you wasn't strong enough to push him. Like, you paid for his school to do what, and he did what? That nigga ain't love you like that then.
No.
He ain't love you like that then.
You loved him.
He liked you.
He loved you.
He liked you
a lot. He likes you a lot. Let's just say that.
Exactly.
He didn't love you.
So if he says that he loves you, blah, 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 whatever, no, that's not love. Because love is if somebody does something like that meaningful for you, like you're going to do everything in your power to make that work and to build forward and move on with your life and better yourself for you, himself, and your family. That's what love is. So he doesn't love you. He likes you.
Great in theory. It's great in theory. But I'm telling you, more marriages have failed because of finances than anything else.
Hold up. I'll speak on that real quick. Real quick.
I believe that.
I got everything, but the girl can lie. What you won't do for love. So we gonna let me speak right now. Is love and done? Is it my turn? All right.
Please,
I guess.
please don't get
No,
muted.
he had a point there real quick.
She did.
They ain't let up finish.
The touch of your hand makes my pulse react.
Listen. Talk to us.
Look, that she talking.
Sing along with us. Come on, y'all.
Come on,
Can we timestamp this though?
let's go. What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? It's so hard when the heart can be broken.
So those are facts right there. What does love have to do with any of this shit? Because love is not what holds you together. Love is that idealistic dream that you guys like fantasize about and create this mantra of what you think love is. Because love is never the same and defined with anyone and the same people. Because you can be with someone and that the definition of love is never the same. Because you want different things from that word that we equate as called as love. That's not really what love is. It's what the being is, what we think that it is, because it's in our mental. And what we trained our mind to believe what love, well, the idea of love means to each of us, because it is still all different. I can love you. I can love each and one of you in a way that I love y'all together, but love is not going to hold us. Love ain't going to carry us to where we need to be, because it takes communication. It takes to have the same mind standard that just where you're going to arrive at, where you want to go for. If we're in the car going the same journey, we have to be in that vehicle going that way together. Love is the word I want to use. Love is a bonus and a reality and the whole total package of it. It's like buying a car that has the leather package with the sunroof and you have the electronic the windows that go down. That is what love is. Love is that it's the essential. It's your essential worker. And the fact is, like, love means nothing but everything at all, because love means something because it's emotional stability. But in the greater scheme of things, love means absolutely nothing.
Am
I
spoken like a true hurt nigga.
Right. I was just gonna say, if that came from anybody else, I would have said y'all should listen to 1 hour and 43 minutes to 1 hour and 46 in the podcast, because Black Earth was dropping it. If it came from anybody else,
Hey yo, that shit was fire though. I'm gonna give it up to your perspective, even though I don't.
I don't agree with you, but you give a round of applause for how you articulated it.
Yeah, I definitely fucks with it. Are you done, Black, or you want to touch on some more?
I mean, I'm disappointed how y'all really believe in this thing called love.
Oh, you mad at us?
No, I'm not mad. I want your introspect of it, because
all right, here it is.
I think a lot of people have a very different definition of love. So I guess it all depends on the person, what they've been through in life, what they've experienced, and all of the above. And so everybody has a different perspective on it.
But that's my point. So if love is, there's no one true definition of love, how can it all be universal? Because what you're trying to get at is not the same as, like, say we're together and you say you love me and I say I love you, but we don't have the definition of what that love is. How can it be love?
Right. No, I agree.
We have our own vision of what that is. And it should fall somewhere.
But, you know, it's a feeling. It's a feeling that you have with that special person. It's a feeling and an emotion. It's like what you feel. It's a connection and a feeling and emotion you have with a specific person. And you would, like, you're infatuated and you just, like, will do anything that in your power to make that person happy.
Well, infatuated is not a good thing.
Yeah, because infatuation is a feeling.
No, I mean,
We
How
can
you-
be
I
nice
mean,
to
right?
somebody.
Real fast, y'all on the clock because y'all really going around in circles.
Yeah.
Y'all really going. Chrissy, we understand that your ex-husband only liked you. He didn't love you. Erica, I'm fully aware that every man that has slid into your DMs loves you. Black,
Yeah.
who hurt you, Black? Who hurt you?
Oh wow, yeah, he's hurt.
I've never been
Black
hurt.
is definitely hurt. Man.
No,
Hey,
no.
we got a comment real fast. We got a comment. Stephanie Patzner, I believe that's Chrissy's friend. She says, I agree with you, Chrissy, of course. My bestie married a man who she loves, and he loves her, but they're definitely not a good match. I don't see it lasting. Can I give you all my opinion now? Okay.
Go ahead.
So
go
they
ahead.
said, Chrissy said they got married, and I don't see it lasting. People jump into marriage for, I believe, all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with love. Is love ever enough? Love is enough because it'll bring you back to the foundation of communication. It will bring you back to the foundation of knowing your partner and what they expect out of you and how to get right. Check this out. This is the best analogy I could give, right? You got a dead car on the side of the road, right? You're not going to jump start that car with another fucking dead car, correct? You got to have a good working battery to jump that car, right? It's got to be two people with the same goals, the same you just want to stay focused on the task at hand, right? And if y'all love each other enough, y'all will communicate that and get to it, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's love.
I'm married. Check this out. Me and my wife ain't best friends every day. Shit, I'm willing to bet a lot of times she don't like me, but she loves me enough to tell me what I'm doing to get to her, and we work on that,
That's
and
the
vice versa,
That's the
vice versa.
Why is that a problem? If it's
How is communication a problem,
It's
bro?
No,
marriage
because
is working.
communication is
How
not
is that a
love.
problem?
The communication is the communication between two consenting adults. Love doesn't factor in it. That is the definition you give those things, and you're calling it love. That is what two people that are in tune with each other in lockstep are walking away and be able to communicate with each other. Love is not.
And that's more than love. Love is just an emotion. That's not just love.
Is not
No,
what you're
no.
describing is not love. And you're driving because
Hey.
you guys are two
If
adults.
I didn't check this out, if I didn't love you, I'm not even listening to you to have that conversation.
You nailed it. You nailed
Listen,
it. G.
but if
Yeah.
love is, then hold up. Then I listen. We're gonna
Right.
another subject because it ties into something else that we need to talk about.
All right.
Love
Hey,
and
yo, check this
understanding.
out. Check this out, though. Can I get my take?
Of course you
Um,
can. Mute him.
Hey, are you done? Are you done, TJ? Or I feel like you had a little more to say.
Nah, it's just like I kind of agree with what because Black's generalizing the word love.
Mhm.
Chrissy, y'all are putting the emotion behind love. For me, love is an action step.
Mm.
Okay, if I love you, the actions are going to show that I love you. I'm going to whatever it is need be. I'm going to show you, whether it's change my lifestyle, whether it's to listen to you more, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that I did wrong this week.
So
You know what I mean? And
Isn't
we
that
have
what-
that conversation. What's that?
isn't that word called respect?
Hey, yo.
That's where I was going. But see, that's where I was going with it. You can't. I don't believe you can have love without respect.
Yeah, I can respect you and I love you.
No, I totally agree with.
I can love you and not respect you. I can love.
Yeah.
I love a lot of people from a distance, bro. I erase the history and act like we never fucking met, and I still love you from a distance.
That's not really love, though.
What's that?
That's not love. You love them from a distance, B. That's you done eliminated them. That's not
But it
love.
all
no.
goes right back to our
I can't-
definition of the word love. That's all this goes
Exactly.
back to is our
Exactly.
definition of the word
Oh
love.
my
I can
God,
love
yeah.
you from Black. I can love you from a distance to say I know what's good for my spirit and what's not good for my spirit.
That's not love.
Exactly.
Black,
Thank you.
Black,
TJ.
who hurt you, Black?
Thank you.
Who hurt you?
Honestly,
Yeah,
I haven't been hurt.
You got two
I
hurt
don't
niggas.
I'm just now Black. I'm just
I love
fucking with
you,
you.
I
I digress. I
You
digress.
said too hurt. I'm not hurt. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That nigga likes you.
I know.
We're hurt, but you
Y'all both happy, right?
Yo, check this out.
I'm happy.
Word. I'm
And you know
I'm happy.
fucking with that. Yo, check this out, though.
I bet you are, girl.
Yo, listen. Now, we spoke about that in other podcasts that we got canceled from, right? The love languages. You know what I'm saying? The love languages. And one of them was acts of service, being showing you better we can tell you. You know what I'm saying? So that is in fact a love language, right?
Thank you.
At the end of the day, just to touch upon your point real quick, Chrissy, two people in love should push themselves to get better together, right? Even if it takes sacrifices that you're not necessarily down with. Like, see, a woman with a plan is something I respect to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a woman from an emotional level can look at a man and break him down and dissect him and hold on to his good points and figure out ways to get better. Hence, you try to put him through lobotomy school, you said? What kind of school was that? Lobotomy school?
Phlebotomy school. Yep, I put him in phlebotomy, a blood drawer.
His problem was he liked you. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I'm gonna just be 100%. He fucking liked you. He did not love you. Because any woman willing to take that extra step for a man and him not see the opportunity and the hundreds of millions of dollars that could have presented is a fucking fool.
Stop it, B. Don't even do that. Don't play yourself like that.
No, I'm not playing
Don't do
myself.
that.
You not, hold up. You gotta mute him. You gotta mute the score, nigga.
Those are facts. Those
You
are
gotta
facts.
mute him. Because I'm
No.
speaking my piece. Let me talk.
Clips,
All
you're
right.
speaking facts right now.
So anyway, you should motivate each other to do better. You know the goal. You know the goal.
Black,
You
you're not
motivate
muted.
each other to do better.
I
You
know.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My wife motivated me to do all sorts of shit I thought I wasn't capable.
Facts. Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
And that's a whole
But
fact.
you guys are all
Find the
speaking
right
from
woman.
Listen,
Chrissy, let him speak this bullshit so I can correct him
Yo,
later.
listen,
Okay.
listen.
Go ahead.
Hey, yo, her nigga. I'm gonna just keep calling you her
It's not
nigga.
bullshit. It's not
It's
bullshit.
bullshit.
Hey, yo, her nigga. Her nigga.
I'll
No.
speak
Look
to
at
you later.
nobody motivated, Joe. You can't shit on my perspective. Like I said before.
Listen,
No. Like I said
speak,
before, and
speak.
plenty of podcasts, there is no right or wrong answer. It's all our perspectives
Right.
on life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's what makes us so dope. Real shit.
Right.
We ain't gotta agree. You know what I mean? We ain't gotta agree.
So hold
Yeah.
on, perspectives.
There is no right or wrong answer. My shit is
There's no
you went through
perspective.
life a completely different way than what I have. We notice. You know what I'm saying? We notice.
So all right.
So your perspective on love is a lot different.
No, your love. Perspectives is always to be wrong because it's about your life experiences. Your life experiences can be fucking wrong. That's why we have racists because their perspectives
No.
is from other
No.
people that told them that
No, when
they
it's good versus evil, that's different.
No,
We're
you
talking
said
about
your
love.
words were
You just jumped out the
perspectives.
window. You're
Your
talking about love.
words were perspectives. And
I
I'm
bet
like,
even the racists
But
can
rap
agree
for
about love.
I'm gonna give you what you
so let
want.
me ask a quick question. I wanna because I gotta get out of here actually in another couple of minutes.
Okay.
I wanna
Gotcha.
ask Clips a quick question.
No.
Were you ever in a relationship with a female?
Mhm.
Not your wife, because you guys are still together, not your wife,
no.
and
Yeah,
that would be forever. But where you felt you loved the other person, but it didn't work out, and then why didn't it work out?
It didn't work out because I wasn't 100% committed. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't 100%
But you love.
committed.
But
I
you
told you
love-
enough. Well, I didn't
Did
tell
you love
you
the
because you wasn't
person?
here. I didn't tell you because you wasn't here. I
Mhm.
felt like I loved her, but I wasn't mature enough in my decision making to give it my all.
Okay, so then here goes a question. You thought you loved her, so then
Yeah.
who do we know what truly defines love?
Because
What
you can
truly
only
defines love?
No, listen, this is
Black,
what I
you
say
with me
about
on this?
perspectives.
I'm 100% with
Are
you
you guys
behind this.
listening to me or no? Y'all just gonna
Yeah,
talk
we
over
were-
me.
Yeah,
I'm
we-
gonna
we
fall back.
listening.
No,
I
hold on,
wanna
you're right.
take over the show. I'll just fall back and let y'all talk about
Out
shit.
of respect,
I don't need
you're
no
right.
perspective
King,
at the end of the
King,
day. That's just
King,
gonna talk over me.
No,
You know what
King.
I'm
On the
saying?
Yo said, I'll let you listen. We want to hear this bullshit you about to tell us. Go ahead.
Nah, fuck that. Then you gonna hear this real shit you about to tell us. Fuck all that. You're not gonna play me like that, bro.
Yeah, I want to
No,
hear real shit.
all
I
I'm
wanna-
saying is-
Bring them balls right back.
Emotional about it.
I think at the end of the day, because I gotta get going, because I'm gonna say my goodbye right after I say this, because I still gotta go through security. At the end of the day, I feel like both of your definitions have to be equivalent. The way you both define love has to be equal. Okay? If it's not equal, then love is not enough.
No,
Okay, because people can
you're
think
never-
that they're in love.
If you're not going to sacrifice for your spouse, if your spouse is not going to sacrifice for you, then you're never going to find that shit. How about that?
I agree with you.
Exactly.
How about that?
I agree with you on
How about
that,
that?
but it's not enough.
Sacrifice
You're
is
never
not
gonna find
love.
that shit. It
Sacrifice
is
is
love.
not love.
It is love. At
It
the
is
end of the
not.
day.
Not
Oh
enough.
I'm
my
not. No,
God.
listen.
Not
I'm not
enough.
just. the
It's
thing
not
is-
love. It's
thing
not
is,
love.
I'm not just doing that for
So,
anybody.
but let's
So
say,
it
so
gotta be love.
I don't think it's just love. I think it's love. I think it's respect. I think it's admiration. I think it's empathy. I feel like it's a compassion. All of this in a cumulative,
Yeah.
equal financial responsibilities. All of this, love is not enough. Just love itself is not enough. There
But
needs to
love
be
plays a
more
fundamental
substance.
part in all
It
of that.
absolutely does, but it's not
Yeah.
just enough. It's
Yeah,
not just
it
enough.
has to.
And
Like,
on
listen,
that part, I
you're
have
not
to go.
just. You're not just doing that for everybody.
Hold on.
So
Chris, we'll let you finish. Yo,
You're
Chris,
you're not
thank
just doing that for anybody. You have to love
We
that
appreciate
person
you.
first.
Have a
Chris,
good
You
back
gotta
night,
love
back
the
home
Chrissy.
safely.
to do
Have
those
a
other
good
things.
night.
King, finish your thought. All right.
All
Thank
right.
you. Get home
We
safely.
out.
Love
we
you
will
guys.
see you
Hold
tomorrow
up.
night.
Hold up.
Safe
Yes.
trip.
Power
Listen.
Team.
I want to know that.
Yo, safe
Tomorrow
travel.
night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain. Power P, Lady E, myself, and some special guests. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be fire, just like our first one. All right, guys? Take care. Be well. Have a safe flight. Love y'all.
Bye.
Be
Love you.
Bye. Bye.
All right, King, finish your thought.
Nah, fuck out of here, yo. Y'all got it. Yo, love sucks.
Are you really?
Love
Are
sucks.
you really?
Don't believe in love, because these niggas is hurt.
Ain't nobody hurt,
For
B.
real.
Ain't no,
For
hold
real.
up. Ain't nobody hurt. Number one thing, B.
Y'all
Ain't no one hurt, B.
niggas is hurt. Fuck out
Nah,
of here.
no one hurt, B.
But
No,
first of all,
no.
That's it.
No
So
one's
first
hurt,
of
B.
all, you will do anything for the person that you love, even if it's a family member, okay, a family member that you're not even like close with, okay. They ask you for something. Are you not gonna be like, I'm gonna try my hardest on everything to make it happen?
Yeah.
Like I know I would, just because
Nah, that's
like
Everything
I love that
Chrissy just
person.
named,
Nah,
everything
ain't
that
love.
Chrissy just named, love has something to do with that. Like I'm not doing that for anybody. I
Yeah.
haven't. Like I said Tuesday, I was a tough Mary. I was a very tough Mary, dude. You know what I'm saying? My wife had to check me on all sorts of levels. Like, yo, I'm saying what's up. I'm saying what's up. I'm saying what's up. And so finally, it dawned on me that this is the one for me. You know what I'm saying? She's pushing me in every which way I've never seen before. All it's gonna do is make me a better person if I listen to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me commit to that.
Right.
It's done nothing but wonders. Let me tell you.
All right. I hear you.
That is,
nothing but
that is
wonders.
so sweet. That is so
You know what I
sweet
mean?
because you're the person that you love and that you want like to spend the rest of your life with should push you like that. They should push you like that.
Absolutely.
And
That's
they
why I
should
said.
make you want to be better. And you should do this for her. And the fact that you guys do that
Be
for
better
each other, that's
Listen,
real love. And that's
Listen,
real
Black, and I
care.
say no to my wife a lot. I say no a lot. My first reaction to everybody is no. You know what I'm saying? My
Same.
first reaction to everybody
Same.
is no.
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 Everything's no.
Why you're playing fields. If you can convince me to why it's gonna work, then I'll agree. You know me, Black. How many times have I said no to you?
I know that. That's why it's gonna take more than this
I
podcast for
say
me to
no,
convince
like
you
listen.
that love is not it.
You know what I mean? Like I say no all the time.
No,
If I love you, I'm
No,
Let
gonna
me
do
ask
that.
Let me
Black.
make a statement here.
Black,
Let
let me ask you a question.
Yes, there.
So, what is enough? What is enough for you?
So it's more than just love, because love expires. You fall in and out of love. Love does not last the whole. All the marriages
Okay,
that
but so what lasts? What lasts? What is good enough for you?
it's almost like running a business. You got to be able to deal with each other when it comes far beyond when it comes to love. because love is an emotion that you run out of over some years. You have to be able to work together as and there has to be a greater goal between you and the other person besides love. Love is a great thing to have. I'm not saying love doesn't exist. I mean, love is not closely enough because our ideas of love is never the same. There is no two people, what they say love is the same. And when you have two variables that are not the same, how can that push you to the other brink? You have to want it in yourself to want to change a man. You got to be a better man because you want to be a better man. And when you realize that you need to be a better man, it comes from within, not because somebody loves you, because you want to do better and be better for yourself.
No, people are perfectly fine with being pieces of shit their whole life.
Hold up.
People are fine with that. You know what I mean?
Let Black talk.
Oh, nah, yo, you're not gonna do that. This nigga interrupting my whole shit, and I can't interrupt him.
Hold up.
I'm out of here, yo. Nah,
I'm letting y'all fly. I'm letting y'all fly. I'm not regulating this one. Go ahead.
I said nothing else. I let you speak your turn, but you
interrupted me like 5 times. Now it's.
But I do agree with Black. I do agree with Black on some aspects that he was saying. I do agree with that.
Listen, hold up, B. I'm not saying your wife didn't make you a better person. What I'm saying is you realize that person trusted you enough that you wanted to be better for that person. That is not all about love. That is about self-preservation and wanting to be better and put yourself in a better situation for that person. Because there's people that go out there that you may like, oh shit, that's the type of woman I want. And in order to even talk to that woman, I need to be in a better place to put myself to be on the level to speak to that woman.
Or
I like that.
It could be from my perspective, realizing the caliber of love that you had living with you.
Hold up. All right. So
because no one. I've been in 4.
Let me say something else.
Let me talk. I've been in 3 different because y'all niggas is acting funny. Y'all acting funny. Anyway, I've been in 3 long-distance relations, 3 long-term relationships before my wife, and no one has pushed me the way this woman did. No one. So after I realized that, and that dawned on me, and I went, "Oh shit! What the? Man, let's go."
Okay.
I want to say
a question.
That's
I have a question
love me. That's not. Hey, I respect this
for
woman.
But I have a question for. I have a question for Clips, though.
All right, go ahead. This Bogart my whole shit.
So, before your wife, did you not realize that you wanted to be better, or did she make you realize you wanted to be better?
No. My long-term relationships I've always been the dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the way it is. Like whatever my word was said and how it went down, and that was what it was. My wife challenged me. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
She challenged me, and through that,
So
it made me a better person.
Strong woman. She's a very strong woman.
Absolutely. She challenged me. She still does to this day. And you know, these other females, like shout outs to them, they couldn't get that, you know?
I respect that. But my next thing I'm about to say to you, because ain't nobody love you more, ain't nobody challenge you more than your mother. So when you make those changes for your mother who loved you the most, not just you, I ain't talking about you, I'm talking about so, and that love is unbinding. That's your mother. And if you didn't make those changes for her, how you tell me a love between you and a stranger will make you do more things than you ever did before? That's some bullshit to me, B. I don't get what you talking about when because when you talking about love, there's no natural better love than that is from mother to son to child. B.
No.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that because not
when it comes to a man and his mother, that's a different.
That's completely different. That's 2 different type of loves.
Exactly.
You don't love your wife the same way you love your mother.
You talking about being? We're talking about love. You said love, so we said
no. But then you have to break down that word then, because you definitely do not, unless you watch too much porn. There's no way you can love your wife the same way you love your fucking moms.
B,
what I'm
that's
saying?
my point to you, and you just made it right there for me. Because the word love is not consistent, and that's what I've been telling you this whole.
Yeah,
fucking
you gotta
thing.
break it down.
The
You
word
gotta
love-
break it down.
The love only means.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm
No, I
fucking
get
saying.
it.
So you
get
want
it.
to say
I
that,
get
oh,
what you're
you particularly made that love between your wife and that love that you have there different between the connection for the love and you have for your mom, B. That's the bullshit.
The love that I have for my mom is completely fucking different. May she rest in peace, right?
I'm
My
not
mom-
talking about your particular, all right, bro. And I'm not disrespectful like that. I'm not
Nah,
talking
I
about
know. We can talk about it though. We can
Yeah.
talk about it though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I buried my mother a year ago, and that love that I have for my mother, like I said before, unless you watch too much porn, is completely different from the love you should have for your fucking
We're
wife.
not from West Virginia, B. We ain't talking about
That's your own situation. Like, yeah. We're not talking about that kind of love. That's not. We ask. The question is love ever enough? And then we went into relationships. We're not talking about.
Yeah, we're not talking about mother
We're not
and son
talking about
love.
that.
cousins.
Hold on. Y'all
We're
know
not
what we
talking
talking about. Because I said, is love ever enough? Is what the word. You already perceived the notion in your mind when we talk about the
Because
word
you
love.
mentioned
and
mothers, and I got confused. That's why I'm trying to separate the two. You know what I'm saying?
Let me separate the two for y'all. Y'all on the clock because we've been going around in circles now like a fucking merry-go-round. I feel like I've been on 12 different roller coasters. And then come on, man.
Well,
Y'all on the
let's just put
clock.
it this way. Let me make it basic for you. The word is still the same, and it's called love. Love has all different types of fucking meaning into your own mind. You have to break it up to whatever you want it to be into. You break it into sections and live because certain people certain amount of love, and then you give to other people. But love is not enough to. It's not, B. It's more than that. Because when it comes to a relationship, you can love that woman. Don't mean you want to do everything for that woman. And
But
if
they
you
say
don't know,
love. They say love is unconditional. Do you agree with that?
I believe that you can unconditionally love anyone.
Okay.
What
What
about
does unconditionally mean?
Unconditionally
So-
in no circumstances, there's nothing that will ever take you from loving that person or any situation. That is
So then
what
that-
unconditional
then-
to me. But that don't mean that is to everybody else what unconditional love is. They can be unconditional to a
But back to
point where they no
perspectives.
extent.
We're back to perspectives, though. You know what I'm saying?
We are back to perspectives.
Back to perspectives.
So-
Hey, real fast, I got a quick comment from the audience. Stephanie Passner just wanted to say that she knows Chrissy personally. Chrissy got her hooked on the podcast, and that she hopes that she gets the chance to meet you all one day because this is amazing. Shout outs to you, Stephanie.
Hold up,
We
let's bring
appreciate
up
you
one
tuning in.
Gotta hit the beginnings so we can see it out here.
Yeah, you definitely got to post it to put it up there. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't catching that if he wasn't doing that. That one.
Now,
Ch-
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Clip's been on it. I've been reading them. Clip's been on it.
Look,
Right.
I
appreciate that.
I hope I get to meet Stephanie one day because she's awesome in the group, and I really appreciate your comments
We
and
gonna
your
work something out
posts.
for. We gonna work something out for you. Believe that. Trust and believe. Because you've been out here every show. Someone
Yeah,
love
She
it.
has,
absolutely.
yes,
It's in the
she
group.
has, and her
Okay,
comments and
work
all
on
that
that.
stuff like cracks me up, and I love it.
Hey, yo, let's know. I think
And
that
hopefully I fly up there within the next couple months, and I get to see you guys and meet you all.
You flying up here a couple months?
Hold up, what? Hey, yo, you bring it.
I know one month you will be here.
around when you come.
Erica, the only thing I want to know is, are you bringing your recipes?
Yo,
Hey,
Because
I know how to
we've been
cook,
waiting.
okay?
We've been
I know
waiting.
how to cook.
Disrespectful.
So-
Hey, I-
No, it's not. Everybody
Yeah.
been talking about the recipes. We just wait.
Yo, this is the first
There's no
time
shade
in a
of
minute.
disrespect.
This is the first time in a minute we at the forehead, though. That's fine.
Yeah, we're back to the OG4 status. And with
I
that
agree.
being said, hey Black, can you wrap this shit up because y'all been talking and there's a whole lot of
I was
women.
just about to say wrap this shit up because listen, listen. We'll address this on another podcast, but let's go ahead and bounce into the next subject.
We only got one subject left, man.
That's my favorite subject too.
What's that?
Could it
Let's
be
go.
your could it be your favorite subject?
Let's
Could
do
it be your favorite subject?
I think it's
Who we canceling tonight?
All right.
Gee,
Who we
who's starting off
canceling?
on this? Who's starting off on this?
Oh, we're gonna start off with your long-winded ass pause. Black Earth, go ahead. You on the clock.
Yo,
Oh, let's
yo,
go.
for real shit. I can't even do it yet. Listen,
No, yes, you can.
I was about to drop the mega bomb tonight. Listen,
No, yes, you can. You can do it. You can do it.
Go.
But I'm not gonna disrespect for that special someone in my life right now.
All of a sudden, the cat
You
got
want to
your
cancel
tongue.
me? You want to cancel me? What
No.
did I do? I'm just playing.
Hold on. What we talking about?
Yeah, you know we live, right? You know we live.
You know we still live, right?
What we
We have
talking
a
about?
group chat, right? Like,
I'm just playing. I'm playing.
What's up, though, Black?
Oh, listen, that sounds like you doing some hating over there. Like what's going on? What's good? What's good? Nah, I really don't have anybody to cancel tonight, guys. This is the first and foremost for me. I don't have anyone to cancel because life is good right now, B. Life is good right now. I'm seeing another side of some shit.
Ooh.
Yo, that's the first time.
A loving side?
Ooh.
Yeah,
You got
listen.
love
I
in
think
your
you've
heart.
I think you've had a life is good moment.
What happened?
I think that's the first time you've had a life is good moment.
You're right. You're 100% right, Cliff. Because like word, it's been listen. There's very few people that I ain't gonna say it like that, but you connect with in life, man. And that's why I'm saying that it's not just about love, because there's a point when you get to somebody and it's not love at the beginning and it's not love to a certain point. You can actually have this connection with someone and willing to do better, to be better for a person and not be about love. It could be about a whole series of things, man. Don't worry.
Right.
You'll read the book when it come out, and I'll explain
I
all
agree.
to you in detail.
I agree, though.
Yeah, I'm confused, bro.
I mean,
Real quick.
somebody could make an
No.
impact on your life so great
Yeah, what
that
happened, man?
you want to be a
Talk to
better.
me about it
You
later.
know, we're not. Hold on. If y'all niggas is thinking about SpongeBob, it ain't that.
Nah, I know. I kinda get what you mean, but I need details. You know what I mean?
How did we get back to the previous topic?
I know. 'Cause
You're
Black,
canceling motherfuckers right now.
yeah. Life was good, but then things happen.
Yeah, life happens.
We'll talk.
You want me to go?
Hold on. Don't let the oh shit. I done knocked my drink over in the wires. Oh shit, we about to.
Oh.
He gave the wolf face.
Oh no.
And on that note, guys, not only that, my cancel segment for the night. Yo, I'm Black Earth. I'm one motherfucking 2117 and one of the co-hosts here at Clock Watch. And I'm out for the night, y'all. And I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all backstage, you guys.
Have a good night.
All right.
And then there were three.
And then there was three.
Lady E, who you canceling?
So as you guys know, I'm sure you guys know that I do a golf thing on the weekends where I raise money for charity.
Yep.
And all of our coworkers are in different states, right? So I've actually never met my boss. I've actually just met him over the phone, but there are a few women out on the golf courses in my area. One of them hit me up yesterday and she was like, well, I want to meet the people that are in my area, like that I'm working with. Like, I think it would be pretty cool, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, let's meet. And this was yesterday. So I told her, I'm like, look, I'm going to go to my friend's restaurant. I'm going to get some food, some drinks afterwards. Like, we should hook up, meet up, whatever. And she's like, yeah. And then she never shows. Like, I was there for like 3 hours, like waiting for her. And then she never even texted me, never even like said anything. And then today she was like, hey, I'm so sorry. I just crashed at my sister's house. And then she's like, what are you doing after work today? I was like, no, I'm busy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You
Like,
get one of those.
I do not like people who say they're going to do something and then don't do it. And
One of my peeves.
I have no tolerance for that. Like, I understand shit happens sometimes, but if you're going to say you're going to do something, then do it. If not,
Well, hey,
don't
what's your zodiac?
Taurus.
Taurus side.
Yes. I think I'm the same as Mr. Spitter here.
We had this conversation in the group chat, Charles.
We did. We did.
Aren't you like a Virgo?
No.
Cancer?
Yeah, my birthday was like.
Oh, yeah, right. I got you.
Yeah, man. All right. So if y'all want to get to me, cancel. All that.
Let's get him.
What I got this week, man. I got download racist, I guess. Download racist. I've been seeing a lot of that going on. There's people in our group that would post like, hey, they'll get down with us on a certain post if that's the crowd consensus. And then on their page, they act the fuck nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cancel y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel y'all. I'll run it by the group first, like I usually do. But as soon as I see you come around, Wild Flagrant, you up out of here, man. You up out of here. So yeah, I've been catching a lot of that lately, man. I've been, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm here with the family, man. I'm entertaining my son, and he's a wild one. But peace while he's over here chanting his chants. Oh yeah, that's how you feel. I thought, but at Clockwatch, you said. All right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on right now, man. I'll put y'all on in a bit. But yeah, y'all cancel too.
Oh, I do have some other people to cancel. I just want to say this. So, probably if whoever is watching at the time or rewatches it, I have been sending out a lot of invites for our podcast and our group page, okay? And I don't necessarily know exactly who I send these invites out to and how many times I do this because I just go down the list and just invite. So I'm sorry if you get annoyed at my invites, but if you're not accepting my invites, let me just say I'm canceling your asses, okay? If you're not for me, you're against me, and all the stuff that we're trying to do here, then I'm gonna fucking make your ass, delete your ass, and not be friends with you. So if you can't put this, then you're not for me. So, and I just want to say that Clockwatch and Facebook is not a fucking dating app, okay? Just saying that right now. So, if you don't want to join the Clockwatch group and you don't want to get to know me and you don't want to be a part of my life, and if you don't want to be a part of my life, then don't even come into my DMs because I am not for that shit. This is basically like a fucking job, and I don't date people from my job. So don't come at me with like, hey, I want to like get to know you on a personal level. Like, no, if you want to get to know me, watch our podcast, join our group. I will comment all fucking day. I will answer your questions all fucking day. Don't come into my DMs, okay? I don't check that shit. Anyways, all right. TJ, go ahead.
Yeah, this is TJ Spitter. We're gonna finish off the night with a couple cancellations. My biggest one right now, well, they coincide, they go hand in hand. One not more than the other. First, we're gonna get rid of all the download racists on the page. Like, this is gonna sound real fucked up, but I would respect your flagrancy more if you would stand behind that shit. So I know what I was dealing with. You know what I mean? We'll get you the fuck out of here. Peace. Y'all gotta go. The second is all the thirsty ass men sending unsolicited schmeat pics and every angle. Like, that's something like, come on, man. Like, let's be clear. Penises are not attractive. We'll start with that. Penises are not attractive. Pause.
I can send you the screenshot of that if you want to see it.
No, we do not. No.
Please.
Thank you.
Please don't.
No, I would hate to have to block you and ban you from the group, Erica. Thank you.
Yo, facts. I will block you. Hey, yo, I told my people, like, if they ever do that shit, because I got some wild boys that I run with, and they like, yo, what if I posted my meat in my story though? Like, you ain't gotta click the story. I'm like, yo, but son, I still gotta log on to Facebook and see your story thumbnail. And if
In
it's a
their
picture of your
story?
meat, I'm gonna fucking unfriend you and block you on Facebook. Like, you're no longer my virtual friend. So get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm never gonna do that.
Oh my
E,
god.
it goes for you too. If you ever feeling high me and you feel like you go and jump in front of that bullet, I'm not fucking with that. Like, nah, I'm gonna block the shit out of you. Like, do not post me anywhere
Wow.
around me.
My thing is this: like when we started the Clockwatch group, we didn't really have expectations, right? We just had these are what we want to discuss. We're not against anything but hate. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a whole bunch of "Do you like me?" Circle the answer thirst. And I get it. I understand. Man. I get it because it's a public forum. But y'all coming off wild. And some of the posts that I've seen, I get some of them, but the others, y'all coming off real flagrant. Real flagrant. Like
big facts. Big facts.
Just flagrant.
I don't care for that because I just scroll on.
Yeah, facts. Absolutely.
Just don't post the meat because I'll block this shit out.
No, please, for the love of God, because what will happen is somebody will get a hold of it and they will turn it into a meme and they will fry your ass on the internet. I promise you.
Man,
but you know what I do like about our group is there may be more men than women, but the women are challenging men, and then the men are coming back challenging the woman. And I really, really like that group because it's like different perspectives of like situations. And I'm
gonna give y'all some download information.
There's always room to learn and grow. And I really like that.
Shouts to Tweet because she posted a dude flexing with his whole meat out in his boxer briefs. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like, but I'll give y'all the inside scoop on that later. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, it was horrible. I'm like,
are you
really?
talking about Austin? You talking about Austin?
I guess. I don't know who the fuck that
the picture
little
of
kid
Austin
was.
And he was like in his boxers and his meat was there and she was like, oh, I can see why there was an entanglement.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, God damn,
yo, please
talking about Nick Cannon?
Please don't make me fall out the chair.
I was talking about Nick Cannon and there's a whole meat on the joint. Like, what the fuck?
I don't
know, man.
I'm gonna need a whole life alert. Let's for real. Like,
yeah, man. I wish I'd have missed it. I changed my fucking sentence in the group, so I ain't gotta see that shit more. But it's what it is, man.
Yo, with that being said, we are all on the clock, and we are going to wrap this up. We will finish off strong, Lady E. Let's not forget to promote all the podcasts. Go ahead.
Yes. So tomorrow night, guys, do not miss. Power P is on tomorrow night. 9 p.m. It's going to be myself and Christy and a couple other lovely guests, all women who are going to be talking about anywhere from relationships to feminism to a woman's mind. This is a podcast for men and women. And we want to hear the men's perspectives. We want you guys to listen to what women have to say, maybe learn a little something about us. And it's our last Power P, which launched last Monday, was a great success. And I'm hoping tomorrow night will be just the same, if not better. And I really appreciate all of you guys' comments and questions and, posts in our group. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel too and like our YouTube channel videos. And I mean, we have a lot of people in our group, right? And I only see the same people posting. Like, I want to see more people posting. I want to see all of the people posting or commenting or whatever.
There's a lot of shy guys in the group. Yeah, a lot of shy women. A lot of shy women in the group. Like, You only see them come.
I wanna bring what they're interested in, bring it out. Like speak on it. You know, no matter what it is that you're interested in, just come out and say it. Like hear other people's perspectives, different topics, because you never know what you're gonna find out about people, or you're never gonna know what kind of answer. Maybe you'll learn something new that day. You never know. So don't be afraid to post. Don't be afraid to comment. Be active in our group, and we would love to have everybody who is active in our group. We would love to have you on the show, and we want to hear your perspective on certain topics as well. So I just want to thank you guys for supporting us in this time. So
All right, that's a fact. My name is King Clips, man, family man, you know, doing the family damn thing. You can catch me on Clockwatch. Group Wall, you can catch me on this podcast. I'm here faithfully. Want to promote the Power of P, which airs tomorrow night, same time. You can catch it on 88 Lady E's Wall. You can catch it in our YouTube group, our YouTube channel. Sorry. Subscribe to that if you want to get the latest. If you're not friends with us on Facebook, yeah, we do post in the group as well. We do post on the brand page. We do post on every one of our individual sites whenever we go live with a podcast. So be sure to check us out. Lady E, they got some things going on there. You know, they got some things going on. But, yo, check this out, man. We also air Sunday night. Like, if you're here with us tonight, then it's what it is. We air tomorrow night, Power of P. It's an all-female panel. You know, watch Lady Saute shit, and then we bring it to the complete fuckery on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I honestly get inspired by Power of P. That's why we rocked out last Tuesday, yo. But check in with us Tuesday on Clockwatch. You know, we tend to bring the same energy we have from each other. We feed off of each other a lot. It's nothing but family here. And only thing I gotta say is, if you racist, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out. That's the only thing I don't do. Even though some of y'all toxicity levels be on like 10. Oh my God. Like, yeah. Some of that shit y'all post is disgusting, man. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? But y'all need a voice too. So I'll scroll on, right?
no, some shit you can't scroll on. Okay.
Oh my God. Nah, I scrolled on. If you ask my honest opinion about something, I'll give you my answer. Or if I can give you something, I will give you my honest opinion. That's what family do, right? Whether you like it or not.
Right.
But if I don't know you, I'm just gonna have to keep it pushing. Like, yeah, fuck out of here. I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? All right. So TJ, what's good?
It's Mr. Spitter here at Clockwatch. TJ Spitter. You can catch me on everything. TJ Spitter. I'm in the group. I'm active. I really enjoyed the live that we did the other day. Clips. We're going to do more of that. Sunday nights at 9. Tuesday nights at 9. Let's not forget to tune in tomorrow night as well at 9. The Power of P. The all-lady panel. It should be lit. And for that, we're Clockwatch and we're signing out. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.